That sounded like some of the old racing games.
Oh yeah,
a little sight bike action on the NES.
You just start to accelerate with each number thing. That way you get the super boost right when we start the stream.
I think that's about right.
You said Excite Bike, which is old enough. I was thinking like pole position. Like we're going, you and I both are going back 35 years.
Yeah, like, ooh.
That's
an old school.
I remember the Christmas. I'm the youngest of three. Where I forget if it was Mario or what the game was where Nintendo came out with that robot that had the spinning discs.
Rob the robot.
And part of the game was moving to assist it to go down in the little slots.
Yeah,
for raising and lowering. Yeah, and we had an Atari. Yeah, remember I never had an AOL account, but I remember
I had an AOL account. Yeah.
Oh man, was that an important part of my life?
And the jokes of the offers. It started with like 10 hours free. And by the end of it, it was like 1,000 hours free.
Yeah,
it's like, oh man!
And they kept sending you so many CD-ROMs, you just wound up using them as coasters.
100%.
Yep.
The only reason I type as fast as I do is because of those the first versions of chat that was in AOL.
Oh God!
We were just because it was before text messaging, so it was just like. I would have like 5 different friends and we're all sending just typing back and forth to each other. We'd never talk on the phone, but I'd type to them for hours for some reason.
Greg.
Yes, sir.
What, for reference, how is the bathhouse illuminated?
There are candles in there, and like I said, there's also the ceiling that's kind of like the glass ceiling that's helping keep everything warm and steamy.
So it's candles, not like oil lamps or braziers or...
Yeah.
Okay.
That is correct.
Gotcha.
It's got a nice kind of intimate feel to it, even though it's mid-afternoon right now.
Is that why... Well, everything's gray on my screen, and I can only see my icon.
Hold on a second.
Am I accidentally in the wall or something?
No, you are in the southern corner.
Hey, it just magically looks good now.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta jiggle your token
sorry?
a little.
Hey, this is PG-13.
Yeah, it's like Jigglypuff. Sometimes you just gotta give it a little shake out.
You shake a Jigglypuff? That's like animal abuse, dude. That's not cool.
Hello, insidious risk.
Why are you using big words that I don't understand? That's not cool.
Has everyone seen the episode 1 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yes, sir. I've seen it.
Well, we don't know what you're doing. We don't know what you're doing with live stream.
We don't know. We've got 2 people watching so far. By the way, folks, if you're watching on the live stream, feel free to chat. Oh, Insidious Risk says hello. Hello, Insidious Risk. Thank you so much. Sorry, I had my I was in a different tab here, but I do see you saying hello. So, hello back.
The risk is insidious.
Are we able to use the chat as well? I can see it in a column, but I don't see any place to
it's funny. I think you guys.
Oh, it's via Twitch. That's what okay, that's why.
Yeah, Insidious Risk is on Twitch. We do have cross chat. There's it's on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Doing good tonight. How are you doing?
Yeah.
I think we will keep an eye on the best way for us to chat is to keep an eye on the windows and just keep saying hello and interacting with folks as they jump on in. So if you can see the timer in the right corner in the right hand side of the screen, we'll officially be starting the stream in about 5 minutes. We're just doing our little pre-show ritual right now and just having a bit of a hangout. I'm doing this in lieu of pre-show music right now. We're trying it out. So
who are we missing today, Greg?
Nate is
absent. Are we missing anybody?
Yeah, Nate is absent.
Nate is absent. I think we'll have Lauren late because taking care of the kid. Writing to yourself. Yep. I know how that goes, Insidious Risk. But we're glad to have you. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I think Lauren will be here. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're just down Nate tonight. That's the only one we're down. So you might have to tag Lauren again in the link and be like, sign in here. So.
See, this is why I don't have kids to play Dungeons and Dragons.
We haven't started
because, yet. And not because of the economic realities that delay milestones for my attack animation. That's not it. It's definitely for the purposes of playing D&D. I said when there are other people here who also have kids.
Yeah.
Seth, this is
we're Insidious Risk. As I mentioned, we're in our pre-show right now, so we just do a little pre-show hangout, and we'll actually take the overlay off and turn the lights on, as it were, when the show officially starts. But this is just the pre-show BS hangout. So honestly,
Insidious Risk, this show right now is just for you.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, hey, Lauren.
You didn't even have to pay extra.
Hey, darling, good to see you.
Hey.
Hi. I've been here for like 5 minutes.
I didn't even hear you pop in. I appreciate you messaging me. So
this is like the VIP meet and greet.
Maybe we should tag Lauren, and I was like,
guys, I'm right friggin' here. Mic and camera's off.
Yeah.
Adam, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I interrupted you before.
Oh, you're talking about kids in D&D.
Oh, yeah.
And my sons played it a few times, but one time we were doing basically a dungeon crawl, and because it was, what was that called, Greg? Everything there was trying to kill us. It was the Tomb of Annihilation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we walk up to this door that's just got like a drawing of a hand that's up like this, and it's clearly like this puzzle, and it's going to kill you if you do it wrong. And then it just walks by, and it's like, high five it. And so I put my hand up to it, and the door just opened. I'm like, all right, get out of here, you and your clever logic. Like, let us lose some limbs on our own, thank you. But for a child like that, his brain just thinks,
Yeah.
He would make this game too easy if he was.
Well,
playing.
that's like when my nieces, like the puzzles were right up their alley of their nerd culture, and they looked and they were like, boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, no, they tore through Jailbreak. I was like, wow, I thought I made that harder. And the funny thing is, adults have a really hard time with some of the references, and I'm like, really? Okay, now I feel weird for being the man that was like buying all the Harry Potter books the day of release and devouring them in 2 days.
No, those were so good. Except now I mean, like, thank goodness we've got people like Daniel Radcliffe and some of the others.
The art from the creator. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
where it's like,
Yeah.
I think
I looked up the breakdowns of people that say you can't separate the art. They point out a lot of nasty stuff that you probably would like to remain ignorant of if you want to continue to enjoy the works.
Yeah. Sometimes ignorance is in fact bliss.
Yeah.
See, having kids be able to play D&D is exactly the reason why I feel like I have outsmarted my dad in terms of hobbies. He wanted to have 5 kids so he could have a basketball team worth of children, and I can only have 2 kids, and then that's definitely a full party right there to play D&D with.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, we got a lot of folks in the chat tonight. Thank you all so much for being so active. We will be officially starting the broadcast. You might be able to see the timer through the screen on the right-hand side. About 45 seconds, we're going to go live. Everybody get hyped.
Woo! What? Hannah, Indiana.
Yep.
I want your sass. I will not have the last thing I listen to before I die. Gary, Indiana.
Oh, don't you worry. You ain't dying. You're not dying on me today.
No. Why would I? It's not like one of my associates put me to sleep with a striking range of a were-rat 3.
It's fine. I'm trying to remember what the initiative order is right now for this. So you might get a get out of death free card.
I'm pretty sure the rats were going next.
No, it's still up, and I'm before the rats. I remember this very, very clearly.
All right. Well, we know what
I
that
have
means.
put you to sleep, but I didn't tell you to take your armor for combat.
You
Hey,
right.
when we
oh,
discussed
right.
this initially, we were going in low key. That was the whole
I'll just wait.
conversation.
It's okay.
Guys, we started.
Guys,
I
we're
blame
live.
everybody but myself. I blame everybody but myself.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentledems. My name is Gregory Crafts, and I am your dungeon master this evening. I would be wearing my uniform shirt, but it is in the wash tonight. I put it on, and it was pretty rank after running a whole weekend full of games. So it might be done in the dryer. I'll have to check on the break. But anyhow,
Nice flex.
thank you, glad to be here. You know,
I
dude,
was
seriously,
busy
like
all weekend.
I was just running games. So yeah, speaking of which, I am a dungeon master for hire through Mastermind Adventures. You can you can hire me to run a table for you. I run Dungeons and Dragons. I run Burn Bright. I run I'll do Kids on Bikes. I'll do Honey Heist, where you get to play a goddamn bear. Literally, that's the character class, is a goddamn bear. Star Wars D6, Marvel superheroes, the old school face rip system, gotta love it. I'm also a big fan of World of Darkness. I'm happy to run any of that stuff for you. I actually, on this past Saturday, I did a bespoke adventure for a party, and big shout out to Ben, to Sam, and to Pat. You guys were a fantastic table. We really loved playing with you guys. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you enjoyed the Harpy Murders. Had a lot of fun running that for y'all, and I hope. Yeah, Kids on Bikes. That's actually a pretty popular system right now. It's a kind of like a Stranger Things-esque type adventure where it's like kids on bikes going on adventure. So yeah, I'm totally down for that. So you can actually book me for custom booking through mastermindadventures.com. You can also see what else I'm offering. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Hopefully it'll actually go through this time. Apparently not. Let's see. If you go to mastermindadventures.com/Gregory-Peter-Crafts, I don't know why they put my middle name in there, but they put my middle name in there. So, but that's the URL where you can book me for sessions. Right now on Fridays, most Fridays right now, I'm running an introductory D&D one-shot called Jailbreak. This is a 1-hour intro adventure that kind of covers the 3 pillars of adventuring. Paul mentioned it earlier because I ran it for him and his nieces recently. And it's...
Awesome.
It's thank you. That game is anytime I try to drop a link in the chat now, suddenly it's getting filtered. I don't know when that happened or why that started. But
Stop posting all those nasty links, Greg.
Right?
I know.
They're on to you.
They're on to me. Well, regardless. Anyhow, I will. You know what? Let me see if I could do this. Because I control the captions. Oh, I'm limited to 120 characters. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting thwarted at every turn tonight. Thanks, Restream. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this. If this works. This is the jailbreak.
This week of tech support with Greg.
There you go.
Oh!
Look at that fancy shizzle right there. All right.
The Chiron's like CNN. It's very cool.
Yeah, and I can do them custom just like this. So
Wow.
Fridays at 6 p.m. I run tables of Jailbreak. Actually, you know what? But this Friday I'm running a special demo on Clubhouse. I'm running a special Barrowmaze demo for some VIPs in the video game industry, apparently. I've been recruited by my boss to do that. So there's no Jailbreak this Friday, but most Fridays, yeah, I know, just another like, pardon me, ticket to the gun show. Yeah, I know. I hate myself too. But let me also tell you this. Jailbreak is most Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific, and you can play. Hold on. Check out that, because that is your discount code to be able to play Jailbreak with me for free. And if you like that, you can come and join me in some of the other games that I'm running. I have a West Marches style mega dungeon that I'm running right now. It is called Secrets of the Barrowmaze. Let's throw that overlay over, and I got to kill the caption. There we go. Secrets of the Barrowmaze. This is a Like I said, it's a mega dungeon. It's the Barrowmaze, written by Dr. Greg Gillespie. It is a big ass mega dungeon, over 300 rooms. So we're talking like years of content. I'm running it West Marches style. You can coordinate with us on Discord to rally a table and come and play with us. A couple of folks here have already played Barrowmaze. Matter of fact, Paul, you and Seth ran a table, or got to have a table of it just last week.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah. You want to tell us about the adventures of the Turtle Tony brothers real quick?
Oh, it was beautiful. So let me for a moment just introduce myself as Anthony Total Tony, better known as Triple T or Tony the Tool, the biggest tool you'll ever meet. You got a problem, I will fix it. I build all sorts of great gadgets. Me and my other turtle brothers, we're 4 turtles and a halfling, total power. We solve problems, and we're from near the shore, and it was excellent. My brother here, who's of the barbarian persuasion, I am of the artificer persuasion, but we're solving problems. It's fantastic.
It was a good story about family.
Yeah.
It was very fun about family, and it was awesome having you guys at the table. Your whole party was fantastic. You all committed to the Turtle Tonys, and I'm really hoping I get to run for you guys again real soon. That was a blast. And
a lot of fun.
Part was that you guys wound up getting the thing about a West Marches campaign is that it's a persistent world. So the actions of one party affects the rest of the world for everybody else. And what they found out was that talk's a little quick for a turtle. Well, these are Jersey turtles. They're from the shore, so they can talk real quick. They're quite fast.
Hey, don't discriminate. You think you know turtles? You don't know turtles.
Not
Unless you
at
spend
all.
some time with a turtle. A lot of misperceptions out there. You come adventure with us Turtle Tonys. We'll show you what it's like.
Yeah,
So
and you
we'll
can come adventure with the Turtle Tonys and the rest of the folks here in the Barrowmaze when you join us on the Discord. And I do have the Discord link.
Do you eat a lot of pizza?
Pizza's beautiful.
Mama Sandy Total Tony makes a great pizza. It's part of a staple of our diet.
100%.
So let me show you right now. If you guys want to join us on the Mastermind Adventures Discord, I can't put it in the chat tonight, but go ahead and screen cap this real quick. That is an active Discord link to come and join the Mastermind Adventures server. This is where we rally tables for the Barrowmaze, where you can also meet all the other DMs and see what they're offering. I'm one of a lot of fantastic dungeon masters. Everybody's got original content and published modules that they're running. They can run custom games. It's a great group of people. We also have a bi-weekly, semi-regular talk show called the Mastermind Roundtable. Next week, I'm co-hosting it with my fellow GM, Arthur. We are actually going to be talking about disability representation in tabletop RPGs and neurodiversity. So very, very excited to talk with that. We've got a few folks who are big in the gaming scene right now who will be joining us. That'll be live on the Mastermind Adventures Twitch, which is one of the channels that we're on currently. I definitely hope you will come check it out. Looks like we got about 4 people watching right now on Mastermind Adventures. So bookmark that. That'll be next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific. Pardon me. I don't have the graphic handy to promote that, but I would love to have anybody watching this tonight come and join us then. But, that is... Mastermind is a great thing, and I love it, but that's not what you're here for tonight. Tonight, everybody is here for the Brute Squad and Brutes in the Shackled City, and it is episode 24. Episode 24 of Brutes in the Shackled City, y'all. So excited to be here. So excited to have this episode up. I would love to have. Let's actually go around and do a round of introductions here, real quick. So everybody, especially if you're new to the stream and you're just joining us, you can check it out. So let's start with our bard.
Hello, my name is Lauren. I play Tarafirith, the Elven Bard, and I'm very excited to kill some rats.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Also, I was one of the few people who thought to put their armor on before combat started. So
Smart. Mr. Greysoul.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing Greysoul, a schizophrenic half-elf cleric of Leira. And I can't believe we've been doing this for 6 months already.
I know, right? Almost.
And,
I think like 5.5.
Feels like it's only been a few days. And I'm one of the party members that decided not to take my armor off before going into combat. Currently, I'm conscious, which I can't say for everybody else.
Yeah, and whose fault is that, you jackass?
Let's cut in line a little bit here and let Joe have a retort.
Yeah. Let's have Joe talk about what happened last week. We'll get to that later. But I am Joe. I am, for the moment, playing Brick, an unconscious, mostly naked black-scale dragonborn who had taken off his clothes after going into the bathhouse because the group had discussed about being low-key this time, and instead they broke into some rooms and picked a fight, and apparently you can't put plate mail on by yourself, which nobody told me because presumably nobody thought I'd have to put it on by myself in the bathhouse with being attacked by were-rats.
I'm just saying you should have been better prepared. Yeah, and the chat is just laughing at you. I approve.
Your roles are not appreciated.
Hannah, I'm with you. The salt is flowing tonight with the Brute Squad. Let me tell you. All right, let's jump back into order here, Mr. Seth.
Hi, I'm Seth Tigus, and I play Seneca Polaris, wizard from the Blue Crater Academy with a lot of academia and a big chip on his shoulder.
That is true. It is a big chip. It is a big old tortilla chip full of guacamole angst, you know? So, all right. And let's see. Adam, let's get you in, buddy.
Second I start typing something in private chat, you calling me, hi, everybody.
Oh, sorry, bud.
That's okay. I was just thinking, I wish I had a band who went by the name of Mega Dungeon, but unfortunately, I just play acoustic instruments. My name is Adam. I play the character of Birch, who is a druid, and I'd like to point out that I regularly turn into full-blown other animals, and these were-rats that look like they're kind of humanoid, but they're animals, and I'm disquieted. I don't like them. We're gonna kill them.
I think that is that's a pretty hard line to take right there. So you just don't like how they look, so you're going to exterminate them?
I like it.
You know, I made a quick judgment call.
Me.
I don't like it. I've been pretty peaceful so far, but these things that almost do what I do, but not right, I'm not down.
Well, it's a good thing that you understand how moonlight works, and we're gonna see how that plays tonight. So,
well, I feel like that was a precursor to me failing whatever's about to happen. So thank you for that.
Alrighty, and last in introductions, but first in our hearts tonight, let's give it up for Paul.
Hello, Paul Masterson. I play Sir Feldricken Vorkrist, the Golden Scale Dragonborn Paladin of the Church of Helm, with the Oath of Vengeance, and we're gonna wreck some were-rats, and I kept my armor on. This is part of the reason why I went the officer path in War College, and Brick didn't. The whole forgetting how you put on your armor. It's a small thing when you're in the martial pursuits. But don't you worry, Brick. I got you covered. Not on my watch. You're not today. Not today, were-rats.
What do we say to the God of Death?
Not today.
Yeah.
Please, not today.
Well, let's thank you all for the round of introductions, and it's wonderful seeing an active chat tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I see the count increasing. So welcome all who are joining us this evening. So excited to have you. Joe, you're salty. Let's see the recap from last week.
People. Yeah. So I was gone the week before, and while Brick was out and about, we have a goblin infestation in the city, and apparently we'll play nice with goblins. Apparently Birch doesn't like were-rats, so that's where he draws the line. But we have a goblin infestation and didn't know how to solve it until Jill of the Last Laugh dropped some knowledge on us that they might be getting into the city via a bathhouse. So the group talked about it. We're like, hey guys, remember last time when we went to the locksmith house and it all went to shit real quick? right? Let's play it low key this time. And I'm like, all right, low key, that's cool. So we go to the bathhouse, I go in, I get in the tubs, everybody's coming in, we lock down the place, it's a private party for the night, and then a bunch of them decide to break into a back room, right? And then a bunch of were-rats show up, and I try to go put on my armor in a towel closet, only to be informed by the DM that plate armor can actually be put on by one person. Something he conveniently failed to tell me before I took it off. And now I'm lying unconscious, thanks to a friend and a sleep wand, at the feet of two very active were-rats who are ready to do me harm.
What one of them is asleep?
No, one is asleep.
I know, 1 out of 4. So there's
And mathematically,
no, the other two are fighting a giant cat version of Seneca in another room.
Oh,
Is one of
Seneca,
them still Bane?
I was
too?
giant.
yes, that's what the crossbones is on that one. He's baned. That's what it is.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is. Let me change that because that I normally do crossbones for dead. I think I just did that one real quick.
Yeah, that's confusing.
Thank you. I'm gonna turn that to boom. We're gonna do that for Bane. Now he gets a little tornado icon. I don't know why it's a tornado, but screw it.
But yeah, that's it. We're in a bathhouse with a bunch of were-rats. The dwarf who runs the place is clearly in cahoots. We found, well, I don't know this, but 2 of the other members got through a back door down into an underground lair filled with goblins and stuff. So we're clearly where we need to be. Just not all of us conscious or upright.
Well, Joe, I'm sorry. I thought you read the frickin' manual on how plate armor worked. I mean, being a fighter.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Apparently, Joe's never had plate
sleep?
armor before.
No.
Brick, do you sleep in your plate armor or do you take it off every night?
Brick, no, he takes it off. Joe,
So
don't be that woman, Tara.
I will tell you right now, I have fallen asleep in plate armor, and it is very unpleasant when you wake up. You are
man, oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure outside of the city in the wild he sleeps in it, but like we're in civilized society. He shouldn't have to expect to be wearing plate mail 24/7.
Does this mean that Sir Feld every day gently clothes you slowly?
I don't. Again, like this is
After a very
I don't know the backstory of how I get into my. Since we got into the city, I'm sure the people at the Temple of the Helm have been putting it on in the morning when I sleep there.
I would imagine there are squires at the Temple of Helm
Right.
So
for that purpose.
Yeah.
You've just got a fleet of boys who dress you in the morning?
I asked one of you guys to help me out. It's no biggie. Until now,
Brick's personable. He forgets that all these people are helping him while he's having a nice breakfast and some beverages.
and-
I'm very girthy. I can't turn around and see what's happening behind me. It just magically appears on my body.
And in his defense, he was like, guys, let's play this one cool. And then the first thing you guys did was make a beeline for all the locked doors in this place, which is just like, okay, zero chill,
Not all of us.
I was relaxing
Not
with
all.
my feet in the water next to Brick. For the
I
record,
wasn't even in the building.
This
Yeah.
is a classic example of no plan survives first contact.
Right.
And our rogue pulled the first card of saying, hey, let's rent the whole place out.
I had to
And then
lull the dwarf into lullability, susceptibility, so the other guys could sneak into the back.
I mean, honestly, in all fairness, it probably would have it takes several minutes to take his plate mail off. So you probably, in the amount of time that it took us to get downstairs, well, we kind of fast forwarded. So yeah, maybe, he had it off. Never mind.
Plus, trying to dramatically quickly put on plate armor in a towel closet that isn't really built to have a full-size dragonborn in it probably did not help with the case either. So, yeah, what are you gonna do?
put your
I'm
gauntlets on
sure
and start slapping
everything's
around.
going to turn out just fine.
Well, all the armor in the world wouldn't have helped you pass either of your failed saves.
That's true. That's true. So,
Actually, well, no, the sleep doesn't have a save. You just happen to have less hit points than the bad guys around you, so you went down
Which
first.
the
next
armor
to
may have
wounded.
helped with.
and when Greysoul mentioned it last episode that he was going to do it, I was all for it. I was like, I can do this. How many hit points could they possibly have? Apparently, a lot more than 20.
Turns out a good chunk.
You guys wanted to level up to higher than the minimum recommended party specs for this adventure, so I had to level everything accordingly. Is all I'm saying.
That's fine.
Yeah. You know,
Brick has survived worse, and if he doesn't, I've already got a backup character, so we're good to go. Ugh.
His name is Brickle. He's a black-scaled dragon.
He's
Brickle. Yes, I like that.
Brick to rock.
Brack.
You know,
It's Brack. His name is Brack.
Brack.
A brown-scaled dragonborn, a very rare shade, sort of copperish.
It's brown now that the were-rats have shown it.
Yeah. Yowza.
Anyway.
All right. Well, hey, and now we're getting all right, well, let's get back on into it. So let us see. Where did we leave off? First off, we'll go over to this alignment. How about that? I get to move all these things around. This is why I like this restream, is because I can do fun things like this. So Greysoul, we left it off on your action. As I recall, that action was you casting sleep. So that was the last documented action that we had. And the
no, that last thing that happened. Remember, after I did that, isn't that when the dwarf came running out of his office like, hey, I'm going to murder all my clients?
Well, murder the guys who were invading.
Before I cast sleep.
Well, this is what happens when you pay up front.
And we also had the Moonlight. Moonlight was active.
Well,
yeah,
no, the Moonlight was in the
I think Moonlight was the last thing.
Moonlight's I know it got cast already because
Seth, you actually watched the replay. Where did we leave off?
So I very distinctly remember that we got through all of this, and it was about to be my turn because it was like, I have a plan to save Brick. And then we stopped, and I was like, no, I have to write it down because I'm going to forget my plan to save Brick.
All righty. Well, in that case, let's go on ahead and pick it right back up where we left off. I have Seneca. It is your action at the top of the order.
How high up are these rafters?
It's a 20-foot ceiling.
No, I understand that. What I'm asking is how high up are the rafters?
Oh, fucking hell.
Basically, can I stand on the support beam that supports this roof? And if so, how high up is it?
How are you've been reduced back to normal size, you remember?
Yes.
Okay. So you are at your normal weight. You're a 6'6" cat Tabashi.
I am.
Nothing about that is normal.
All right. What how much does your character weigh?
He weighs an amount that I know. It's just in my thing. Where is it in?
Tabashi are tall. He's like 6'6" to 7 foot is their average height.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Oh, how much does
here we go. Characteristics.
I'm
216.
316, you said?
216. I am no skinny turtle. I am a tall Tabashi.
Tall Tabashi. Yep. All right. Yes. You know what? It's about 10 feet up, and it can hold your weight.
Oh, I'm so glad that you said that, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to step first one thing right up next to these were-rats, and then I'm going to use Misty Step to teleport up to the top of that rafter.
Okay.
Where is it? Is it here?
I don't have an overlay for it. I'm making this up as I go along right now, and I'm just yes-anding you. So don't go asking.
Is it here? Okay. May I say that it is here?
What? Okay. I need more information on what it is you're trying to do before I can say yes.
Absolutely. I would like to use Misty Step to get myself up on top of the rafters. Then I would like to use Lightning Lure to be able to pull up Brick out away from where the moon blast is going to hit him, up and either to or over the top of this rafter. If it's over the top, then I can dump him in the water to wake him up.
All right, drown.
Well, or the lightning wakes you up.
That's true.
I mean, so you're actually going to pick him up using magical lightning and then dump him in water with the magical lightning.
Yes, but here's the thing.
You don't see the inherent problem with this.
No. You're all trying to murder me.
I'll walk through it. So, if I teleport myself to be...
This I have to hear. You got to...
Okay. If I teleport myself to be 15 feet away from where a Brick is, the way that my lightning lure works is that it's a 15-foot range, and if I get him if I pull him 10 feet, and that's as far as it takes for him to go, he takes lightning damage. If there's still 5 feet to go, he doesn't take any damage from my lightning at all. Instead, he just moves that 10 feet. So I get him out of the range of the moon blast. But I finally figured out, like, oh, that's why you would want that to work. I was sitting there going, that's such a stupid feature of this spell. Why would you use that? And then I was like, oh, that's what it's for. I'm so excited to use it in a defensive capacity.
And that, kids, is why you study your spells.
So they are pulled in a straight 10 feet in a straight line towards you, and then take 1d8 lightning damage if they land within 5 feet of you.
Correct.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're just doing like. All right, and you're asking where. I mean, the thing is that there will be braces every 10 to, let's say every 10 feet, and there's a set of roof braces. So yes, there is something that is convenient to where you want to go, and then I shall allow you to go fishing for Dragonborn.
Let's do it. So here, is there a rafter that is some distance?
Lauren, I just saw what you said in the Roll20 chat, and you're a horrible, horrible woman, and I love it. That's awful.
What? Are we not always making Murder on the Orient Express references?
No, but I'm actually putting this in the game chat real fast for everybody else to enjoy, because that made me laugh. That made me lol.
Hashtag Brutes on the Orient Express.
Yeah, that's the next game.
Yeah.
You know what? It is not letting me put anything in the chat at all. What is up? Oh, I think it filtered me somehow.
Here, I got you. I'm going to copy that because that is solid.
Well, you can see it on the thing.
Yeah, but I want to put it in. You know what? It works if I put it on individual accounts. So it's just not giving me permission to do it as the Restream account. That's annoying. Okay, so that means that if I want to put anything in chat, I have to do it for each account individually. Okay. Anyhow, all right. So what do you have to do to pull off this harebrained scheme of yours, sir?
I move over there so that way I can get a little bit more distance in getting up there. I teleport 30 feet using Misty Step. And if I'm the distance that I am away and these rafters are 10 feet up, then that should allow me to be able to pull this. Actually, I think that would be where the rafters would be in that scenario. And it would allow me to pull him up and over this way, even if he falls right to the ground. That's fine by me, because at least he doesn't get blasted by a moonbeam.
Are you trying to pull Brick away?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that is neat. Okay, cool. I'm with you.
So
my question is, where are you dumping him? Because if you're pulling him 10 feet up, he's going to take a d6 falling damage.
That is
not if he lands in water.
Yeah, that's
still. I'll take a d6 over being insta killed.
It's a failed death save if he takes any damage right now. Oh no, he's not dead. He's just asleep. That's
he's
right.
just sleeping.
He's taking a nap.
Alarm clock.
The water break is fall.
Yeah, but you can actually dump him in the water though, but you have to be over the water in order to pull him there. That's the trick. So
two questions. One, how deep is the tub? And two, is there a little sign with a guy diving where his head is popping off?
I mean, yes, I will tell you that right now. That is actually a thing. The tub gets to be about 6 feet deep towards the center.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Here in Cauldron, they follow the principle of safety third.
I mean, it's the Forgotten Realms. What do you expect?
That's what they forgot, the safety protocols.
Yeah. Seneca, I'm putting a marker on you just to indicate that you are in the rafters currently.
Excellent.
So, how about this? You can pull him 10 feet up towards you, so you can pull him up at an angle. The trick is that, like I said, the lightning lure means that you have to pull him towards you. So is your position final in the ceiling right now? Because if you do that, he's not going to land in the rafters. He's going to fall to the ground because the rafters are kind of narrow. You're able to navigate them because you have natural cat-like grace. A unconscious dragonborn is not going to be able to stay on them. He's going to fall.
Let him fall.
Onto the stairs.
I feel comfortable with the alternative of potential falling damage.
It'll wake him up. It's perfect.
In the pool or out of the pool,
exactly.
wake him up.
My question is are you trying to dump him in the pool or not?
Yes,
Because
sir.
if you put him in the pool, no damage.
Yeah, that is what I'm gunning for.
Cool. Then you are in the wrong position to do that, is what I'm trying to say.
Ah, I see. All right, hold on.
Yeah, because you're pulling him towards you.
Doop, 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 doop.
Do you have any any movement left after your Misty Step? Nice.
I do, actually.
Cool.
Because I only moved 5 feet before the Misty Step.
All right. So with that, I need a ranged attack roll from you, sir, to see if you can actually land your cannonball, your Dragon Ball sized cannonball, where you want him to go. Otherwise, he's got to go on the grenade chart.
You
All right.
got it. Okay.
All right.
Misty Step is the jazz band that opens up for my band Mega Dungeon.
Yes, I really hope your mega dungeon is all acoustic, because that would be the ultimate irony. That's what I want to see. Here we go.
Well, no, it's just like Metallica playing the acoustic set that doing they did it at the Bridge Benefit concert. They did a whole acoustic set, which was
it's like they opened for my all techno fish cover band Guacamole Angst.
Guacamole. Yep. All right.
Am I proficient with this ranged attack that I'm making? I'm just trying to determine whether I'm adding my proficiency bonus to it or not.
Proficient with Throne Dragonborn?
Yeah.
You know what? I will actually say that you're proficient with the magic. So yes, add your proficiency to the attack. Dex plus proficiency to the attack roll.
Hell yeah! All right, cool. Let's see. What is it? This the? I've got something that allows me to just roll it without trying to do it manually, but I don't know where it is.
Is it a spell attack?
So let's. Yeah, but I can't. Oh, there it is. Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh no!
Yes!
Oh
Yes!
no!
Does somebody want to give me inspiration for this hairbrained scheme?
Hey, chat! Just so you
It's
guys
too
know,
late. It's
don't know
too
where
late. You failed.
Yes.
I don't think you could ask for inspiration after the fact.
who is watching that's not a player in this campaign right now? Don't think I don't see you creeping in here, Paul. Who is in here? Who is not a player in the campaign that would like to award inspiration to Seneca for this crazy idea so he doesn't kill his buddy?
Look,
I don't think
all
I
I
have the
know.
opportunity for bardic inspiration.
He's not gonna kill me. He's just gonna injure me further.
All I know is he went out of his way to make sure he was in range to whip him with lightning while he was down.
Logged in on your wife's account.
I am not logged in on my wife's account, but I am very pleased that my wife is watching.
All right. Well, yeah. Your wife
This feels like insider trading.
So go for it.
I'm still gonna whiff it. Watch.
Yeah.
I want two natural ones in a row.
Oh my gosh! Almost. Wow.
I set the DC at 10. I set it at 10. I was giving you. I was giving you so much credit on that.
I've got an inspiration.
Oh, you want to give him an inspiration point?
Yes, I do. I want Brick to live.
No, I think he gets a lightning right to the back of the head while he's asleep.
I think we've already bent the rules by having a post inspiration give. I will. This isn't gonna. It's wonderful. I like your.
Hey, Lisa. I want you to know I know a good divorce attorney. Okay, I just I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Let
It
the
was
dragon
the
board
dice.
fall where
I
they may.
swear, it was just the dice.
Okay.
You shouldn't have been
All right,
rolling a
fine,
D2.
I'll hold on to that
Yeah.
inspiration for what is sure
Okay.
to be more nonsense to come.
So, yeah, hold on to it. I think we're good on this one. But go on ahead and place Brick wherever you want to right now. But it has to be on the concrete. It cannot be in the water. It was close.
Can he
got it.
land on the were-rat and damage them? Have the were-rat break his fall?
Don't do
Actually,
that. He's
hold
going
on,
to get
hold on,
zapped by
because
my
you
sound.
That was not the original plan.
You probably
hold
don't
on.
want to do that because that'll defeat the purpose of trying to pull him out the first.
Hey,
True.
Hey, Seth,
Yeah.
real quick.
Mhm.
Ping where you wanted him to land, because I have to grenade this. Okay, so you wanted him to land directly beneath you. Copy that. That means
He wanted to jump on his shoulders in the pool and do that. kind of battle where you're on the shoulders, chicken.
My wife gave me dinner. She gave me inspiration. And what do I do for her? I totally screwed this plan up.
You know what? The grenade dice, the D8 directional chart was actually very kind to you.
Yay!
Brick lands there.
Hey!
And just barely misses clipping his head on the side of the Okay, just barely misses that. Hey, Brick, you are suddenly yoinked and dropped, and you awake sputtering in the pool. You are no longer asleep. So
just curiosity.
You don't need you can keep your husband. It's okay. He redeemed himself through random chance.
So let me get this straight. His brilliant plan, which got him inspiration, was to connect lightning, his friend, and water. Right? That's the combination he was going for.
That is true. Okay. But as he explained to me, and I read it in the spell description, he can cut off when the electricity hits.
Okay.
He used the lure version.
He used the lure to lift him into the air and then cut the beam, which then dropped him promptly in the water.
I was just imagining him very cleverly just electrocuting his friend. I love it.
Oh, I was ready. I was ready.
There you go, buddy.
Here, wake up. I was ready for that. So I really, really, really wanted that to happen. Okay. So that is Seneca's action. Eartha has an action, but didn't you dismiss her at the end of the last game, or was that because you wanted to put her in a new form, or no? Am I misremembering?
I think isn't Eartha lassying? Did you send
Eartha
to get the town guard?
Yeah, Eartha
is currently lassying. This is not Eartha then, because I took Eartha's token out. Eartha is actually off stage here. I took her out. You summoned something else, I think, didn't you? Or I'm trying to remember what the heck this is. I should have labeled it, but there was so much going on in the combat last time.
That's a were-at eating sire cat.
Yes, this is what happens when I don't have time to watch the replay right before we go into session. So this is my fault. I'm gonna just say that Brick, you are conscious again, and it is your turn.
All right. I think we can all agree realistically in this fantastical world that I did not bring my warhammer or my shield with me as I got flung through the air into the pool. So I am presumably...
You did not. They are currently at the feet of the were-rat.
Yes. So we'll go ahead and say my move action is used up just reorienting myself. I'm basically unarmed, naked, and super effing pissed. So the only real useful thing I can do here is I'm going to roar really, really loudly and use one of my maneuvers, commanding presence, to make an intimidation roll against the remaining rats to just sort of attempt to discombobulate them before they have to do anything else. And I'll take my short rest. Actually, no, you know what? I will take my short rest.
Oh, you're going to take your...
action surge. No, not action surge. What is it called? Second wind. I'm going to take my second wind.
But afterwards, you'll get there.
After I yell at these people.
Yeah, so you're gonna go full blown Karen on them, and then you're gonna suck your thumb and make yourself feel better. Copy that.
Exactly.
Right.
So I'm gonna do an intimidation check and add a 1d8 to that. So there's my base, and then we're gonna do a 1d8. Bonk. All right, 22 on the intimidation check.
And 22 actually gets all of them. I will tell you right now, 22. They're all shook right now. They're all like, they're wondering what the hell it is they're dealing with, especially considering the fact that you did light a couple of them up with your acid breath last week. So they're suddenly looking at each other very, very concerned about what they're beholding. Bailey, don't.
This is going to be refrigerator. Yeah. If this is going to be your play style, really, Brick, you need to start taking some levels in Barbarian.
Well, I don't plan to be naked and unarmed in most of these fights.
Like, if this is something that you think is going to keep happening.
This is what we call a learning experience. Now, if this happens again, we're going to have an intervention.
It's character development, y'all.
This is a teachable moment.
We're inspiring multi-classing at the moment, so that's where we're at. It is the were-rat's turn. This guy is looking around, and he's got 1, 2...
Wait, which one?
The one with Bane on him.
Before he does anything, he is in searing pain from radiant damage of a moonbeam that is currently on him. He has to make a Constitution save, and since he is a shapeshifter, he's at disadvantage. Constitution save.
Con save with disadvantage. Copy that. All right, let's.
And he has to subtract a D4.
Oh yeah,
because he's baned. Oh, so disadvantage and baned.
What's the DC?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are
the rolls.
Yeah. All right. So yeah,
minus the D4.
Hold on.
So does that count as automatically a critical failure if it was at a 2 minus?
It's a 2 now. Yeah. So
wasn't it? Oh, sorry.
No, he rolled a 3.
Oh, gotcha.
It was the raw roll was a 2, but that's a dirty one. It's not an actual one. So or it's not a nat one. Nat one is when when botched circumstances would come.
Skin melts off.
Yeah, basically. All right. So what kind of damage am I looking at here?
All right, I'll roll my 2d10. It's not a lot, but it's going to be up for a minute, so he's in trouble.
Could potentially smoke him in this, like, badly.
With some radiant damage? All right, here we go.
Smoke
well, it's only 9 radiant damage.
That's, and does it get him and him, or is it just... This one's
I put it, the reason why Brick was in trouble is because I put it right at that corner, so it would get both of them.
Right here. So it's getting both. Copy that. Yeah. Well, this guy, he's unconscious, so I'm going to rule that he automatically just takes the full amount. He's not able to defend himself or steel himself against it.
So he takes 20.
Him up. I didn't say he would take full, but if you want to roll, if you want to roll damage individually,
sure, that sounds fun.
All right.
Another 2d10, or do you want me to double it because it's critical?
Ooh, you know what? Roll the 4d10 and let's see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
26 radiant damage.
Yeah, you literally melt this guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he doesn't wake up.
And
so when you say he woke up.
Yeah, he falls asleep and then you literally vaporize him with moonlight. Yeah, he is reduced to a smoldering mess.
You awaken him to his next state of being.
Yeah, this one though is in the moonlight. He hisses and covers his face as his skin starts to boil and smolder within the moonlight. He is very, very unhappy about this. Brick is in the water.
Doesn't that shift him back into his non-shifted form?
No, if this is moonlight, this actually puts him. This would be something that would cue a change to hybrid form, but this is painful moonlight.
It instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Moonlight. All right.
Yeah, I cast the most annoying spell I could, Greg.
Excellent.
That Moonbeam 5e. Yeah, let me just triple check this.
A shapeshifter makes a saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Oh, who allowed you to take that when I knew I had were-rats coming up in this? What the hell? All right, yeah, no, he actually, yeah. So he sizzles and then shrinks and shrivels back into human form and it looks around and is just super pissed. He is going to stumble screaming out the door, is what he's going to do. Yeah. So that is his action, is that he is going to stumble screaming out the door, and he might take a few moments out there to try and get himself resorted. But for the moment, he is that is his state. Now these guys.
I have a question. Did the folks who are inside get a decent enough look at his human face that we'd be able to, if he happens to...
He was covering his face with his hands to try and shield it from the moonbeam as his hands as his claws were blistering.
Well, they came in pre were-rat, didn't they? They came in human initially.
They did, yeah.
They did. Nobody said anything about wanting to memorize faces, and I said they were all pretty nondescript. So don't mean, I will allow wisdom checks at a certain point to see who remembers what. We can hash that out later.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's the one crying outside the door.
The guy with the boils.
You can look for the guy who looks like he just got doused in acid outside, and maybe that'll be a dead indicator, because that damage isn't going away no matter what form he's in. Yeah, you auto critted and just smote that one poor bastard, though. He is just toast. The other two, though, the ones that were actually backing up Seneca into the private pool, they come busting out. What is their movement? All right, perfect.
They walked right into the beam to see what that light is. Right there.
6, and then we go 1, 2. Yeah, they come out, weapons swinging.
Do they get affected by the moonlight when they walk through it?
The moonlight is right over here in like what's the radius on that? Or yeah, what's the radius on that? But
well, it's only 5-foot radius. It just goes really high. They can walk around it if they're not.
Yeah. So the radius is basically a little bit. It's these 4 squares right here.
Does the rat have a speed of 35?
The rat has a speed of 30.
Oh,
did I move him too much?
No. You good. You good.
All right. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
So
exactly right.
Yeah. So, Adam, let me know if you move the moonlight, because I will move this template around as to wherever it has to go.
Sounds good.
We're gonna color it. We'll make it teal. There we go. It's very pretty.
Whee!
I don't remember what that is, so I'm gonna delete it because I think that got stuck there by accident. And now, Brick, you've got one attacking you. What is your current AC?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me unequip what level I have left. All right, so no shield. I'm down to 10.
Your AC is 10?
Yep.
Oh, no.
That's fine. I healed. I'm at 33. I'm not worried.
Well, you do take 7 piercing as he swings once and then swings again and catches you on the second swing.
7.
With what, like a sword or something?
He's got a short sword, yeah.
Okay.
And then the other one comes up on Greysoul. What's your AC, Greysoul?
I want to say it's 17, and yes, I would be correct. 17.
Meets it, beats it. I need a Constitution save.
Coming up.
Okay, noted. All right. And you also... He actually just pounces upon you and stabs you with the sword and then takes a chunk out of your neck. You're going to take a grand total of 8 damage this round.
Got it.
Greg just got much happier. Something bad just happened.
He just did the sword, or he did the sword and he like swatted at him as well?
No. He bit, and then Greysoul failed his con save. So that's bad news.
It is now Feld's action. Feld, you are in the stairway. You hear a horde of goblins approaching. You clearly set off an alarm of some sort, and there are a lot of think the Mines of Moria. You are muted, sir.
I was. It's hard to hear me when I'm muted. I said I'm going to backtrack upstairs, and if I can, since I've gone to glaive in one hand, I'm going to try and just toss my torch, basically where I was, to try and create a little bit of a fakie.
Okay.
As because I'm hearing this fighting upstairs.
But you are.
So
I'm going to put a candle icon here. That is the torch. It's just the fastest thing I can do right now. Yep. And that's 20 and 20. So there we go. I'm going to turn.
You are remembering, Feld, that you are not alone down there, right?
I'll get to Lorenzo.
That's why I say I'm retreating.
don't worry about it. I've got Lorenzo. I know that Nate can't be here tonight, so we're down a player.
No, I guess that he was throwing a torch willy-nilly, and I was like, please, don't set Lorenzo on fire.
Oh no. I said what I said was I wasn't throwing it willy-nilly. I said what I'm throwing the torch. I'm trying to fake him out of basically I'm leaving the torch to try and stall a retreat.
Gotcha.
Of that they've been shooting at me because I had my torch in my torch holder, and so I'm hoping that they buy into that I buy myself a little bit of time and we don't have a flood of goblins behind me.
Yeah. All right. So in that case, yeah, it is your action. So you toss your torch and then you're coming up and going into the bathhouse?
Yep.
All right.
So that's 20 feet.
Lorenzo lets you pass. Lorenzo says, go, go, go.
Yeah.
He brushes past you. And what is your how are you finishing your action?
How is the dwarf faced?
He is currently has his back to you.
Okay, so
Here, I'll make this convenient. Boom. There you go.
Yeah. So I am going to slide to here, but does he appear like he is preparing to attack anyone?
Yes, he has a battle axe, and he looks like he's about to bring it down on Greysoul.
Okay, I'm going to attack the. Does he have armor on?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to attack him first.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do. Let's see how that does. Come on, transfer over. 18 to hit.
Hits.
And then I'm going to, because I have a master, I'm going to use my my bonus.
Okay.
Attack. We're hitting him with the butt end.
Okay, so you're doing subdual.
It's the bonus attack of a polearm master. So I'm hitting him basically with the butt end.
My question is are you doing lethal damage or not?
Well, I guess my question is he down or is he still up?
He's still up.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to, I'm not trying to kill him. No. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So go on ahead and make your bonus attack.
Let's see. Did that roll? It did not roll yet. It does not look like that will hit.
Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. I do not see it coming into. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 9. Unfortunately, no. 9 is not going to do it. No. But you 9. But you do manage to get a piece there.
Yep.
Okay. Lorenzo peers through the door. He looks at the rest of you and says, "Find me later. I'll hold them off." He slams the door and you hear it lock behind him.
Damn. Surprisingly heroic. Almost too heroic.
There must be gold down there.
Right? It's not a basket full of diamonds. Fuck you guys. I mean, screw
Nothing to see here, guys.
family shit.
You know, I mean, knowing him, he might be the leader of them by the time this is all over. So, you know, but yeah, he slams the door and locks it behind him.
Bold move.
Tara, it is your action.
Cool. I'm still hiding behind this curtain. I don't know if anyone has seen me. But
there's a lot of chaos going on. The two that are actually still in combat here right now are they are not aware of your situation or your
okay. In that case, I'm going to cast True Strike on our little dwarven friend. So I have advantage my next turn on him.
Okay. Or you're casting it on yourself, so you can use advantage to hit him next round. Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
But
you're
I'm specifically saying, I'm specifically saying that he is my target because I think you do have to say who your target is.
Yes, that is correct. You do have to. Yeah. So that is totally fine.
And that's all I
got. A round of perception checks, please.
Oh God.
I like the idea of Tara not realizing the fight's going on and comes out ready to go take a bath, and there's like bodies everywhere. What happened?
Check, please.
I got this great vantage point up here.
This is why we can't have nice friends.
Actually, Seneca, with your vantage point, you can see over the wall, and what you see is Lorenzo jump down, pick up the torch, and go running down the stairs.
Lorenzo has attempted to fight all of them off himself. He grabbed the torch and ran down the stairs.
But you do hear Tara and Phil. You do hear some like loud exclamations coming from the further down, and then the noise kind of fades away. So that ruckus of all those goblins coming has ceased for the moment. Birch, it is your action.
Oh God. Okay. Has this guy who's on the edge of the pool, has he been, I guess there's two of them, but the one who's by Seneca and Brick, has that one been hurt yet?
This one? Yeah. He has been wounded slightly, yes.
All right. And, all right, I'm going to move my turquoise beam, my moonbeam over, just diagonally down one, so that it only gets that one right there. And so on his turn.
All right, so you're moving it there.
Yes, so on his turn, he'll have to make a Constitution save.
Copy that. That's going to be a very unpleasant surprise for him.
I can move it to another one if you guys don't want me to worry about that one.
No. No, you're doing it right, but Brick has other plans.
This is true. I mean, I could, but you're so naked.
You're doing the right thing. You're doing the Lord's work.
Okay.
Orak shifts over and sees, still has his eyes locked on Greysoul, and is now going to, don't need that one yet. He's gonna swing and a miss. Bada swing, bada, and nothing. He is going to take an action surge though and swing again because he is mad as hell, and he's not going to take it anymore. And a 21's going to hit for a whopping 6 points of damage because he's two-handing it right now. So, Greysoul, you do. He does bring his axe down upon you with great wrath and fury. Your armor does manage to hold up for the moment.
That's a relief.
Greysoul, would you like to retort?
Counterpoint?
Yeah, I should do something here. Now, I can't back away without taking an attack of opportunity, though, right? Or I have to use my action to disengage.
That is correct.
You're not a rogue.
Rogues can do it as a bonus action. Anyone can do it as their action.
That is correct.
So that is what I'm going to do. Disengage back here behind my burly golden friend.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
All right. So you do not provoke any attacks of opportunity, and now the round continues. Seneca, it is your action.
Rick, you may not have your armor, but you do have your natural talents. Grow and use them. I'm going to use my last level 2 spell to cast Enlarge to make
Holy
Brick
crap.
grow to be a large creature now.
Oh,
It's
shit.
probably more effective when you're doing it than it is when I'm doing it.
So we're talking Godzilla is now in the pool. An angry black Godzilla is now like coming splashing out of the pool. Ah!
You're right.
And strength.
Hey, Brick. Yeah, you're taking a level of barbarian next level up. I'm just,
Yeah,
All
sorry.
Do pass the totem warrior.
Is it still normal damage or?
If I had a weapon, there'd be an extra 1d4, but I'm unarmed.
I will say that your unarmed attack is an attack that qualifies. A super big fist will get an extra d4 damage.
I mean, you might be able to hold him in place in the beam and just let the beam do the work.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, we'll see if he thinks that far through.
Thinking is not Brick's strong suit.
He is legit pissed here.
Levels of barbarian. I'm just saying. All right. Get him.
So, all right. So,
go.
assuming I was like 6 foot something, I've doubled in size, so I'm like 12 foot something.
Yes.
Okay, so even with being like in 2 feet of water, I'm towering over this dude.
Yes. Very
Okay.
much
So, and I think this is actually will tie into my strength bonuses. I'm gonna grab him and drag him into the deep end of the pool and try to drown him, which I understand will take like 40 rounds, but
Yikes! All right.
so
This suddenly got real dark. All right.
is that like an athletics check? For
that would be an opposed strength check. Being a size category larger right now, I'm going to give you advantage on it. Yeah, give me a strength check with a grapple check with advantage.
Is that not opposed athletics? For grapples?
The funny thing is like I remember grapple in 3.5. Hold on.
Hold on, grappling.
5e, I think they made it a lot easier. At least I hope they did.
So what, guys? Remind me, advantage is just holding down Shift, or is it Control or Alt? Or
yeah, it must be no more than one. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to review the grappled rules real fast. When you want to grapple a creature or wrestle with it, you can use attack action to make a special melee attack on grapple. If you're about to make multiple attacks with attack action, this attack replaces one of them. Target of your grapple can't be more than one size larger. That's not a problem. Within your reach, you've got that. One free hand, grapple check. Instead of an attack roll, a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics check or dex acrobatics check.
yeah,
So,
do athletics, baby.
yeah.
Shift is advantage.
Shift. All right. Let's see if it. I turned into a green little. Boop.
There you go. 23.
Well, that's nice.
Yep.
So I have successfully grabbed him.
Yes, you have successfully grappled the creature. And if you want to move him,
Yes.
your speed is halved. Yeah, your speed is halved, but you can drag or carry him in your current position. You could drag or carry him up to half your movement.
2. Yeah, so let's put him right here in the middle of the pool.
No, just leave his feet in my beam and just dunk his head.
I'm holding his entire body underwater, and I'm gonna watch him drown.
Oh my god! All right,
Dark.
You know he's like a person and not a rat now, right?
It's got dark. All right.
Brick does not care.
This is where Brick goes to the dark side, y'all. All right. So you drag him into the pool with you, and you pin him underneath the water. Let's see. How does drowning work? My Google search history these days looks like I'm a professional. I'm a writer anyway, so it always looked bad, but this is even worse.
But you can see he had D&D in the search. It wasn't just drowning; it was drowning D&D. So clearly, he wasn't serious.
Yeah,
clearly.
Yeah. After 1+ con bonus minutes of holding your breath underwater, you fall unconscious. Yeah, you have to actually continue to make a check with him for a long time.
We discussed this previously that drowning wasn't actually feasible, but
it's gonna be about 20 rounds. So
that's fine. He will stay there until someone takes care of it for me.
Cool. All right. So yeah, then you drag him and do that. It is now the bad guy's turn. Screams from outside. You can hear screams from outside as your burned friend comes charging back in, avoiding the moonlight.
Just one more square, buddy.
And he sees the party, sees freaking Godzilla down in the pool right now and wants no part of that. Actually, oh wait, this one was intimidated, right? This was the one that was intimidated. I'm going to rule that, you know what? He actually flees. I'm going to rule that he flees because this was the one that you had the successful intimidate check on, and that he knows that you can. He watched his other friend get burned to death. He's going to nope the hell out.
Burned, baned, intimidated.
Baned, intimidated. He's had a bad day, so he is noping out and will.
It's the worst 12 seconds of his life.
The person who hired him, he'll answer to them later. So let's put his ass over here. GM layer, cool. He is out of the fight. Where Rat is gonna come over here. The most immediate threat is Feld that he can see. So I'm gonna have him come up on Feld and do a full round of attacks. We're gonna do this.
Seneca, are you still in the rafters?
And since he was already within my reach, he doesn't provoke an opportunity attack, does he?
That is correct. These days, opportunity attacks are only if people are leaving your threatened range.
I think with right, but I think with Polearm Master, it is also with entering. Unless I'm mistaken.
I'm checking. Hold on. Bonus action, opposite of weapon. Okay. Other creatures provoke an attack opportunity when they enter the reach you have with that weapon. He was already within the reach of the weapon. He was already within the reach of the weapon. Now he's just getting closer. So he is getting closer at this point. He does not continue. He does not provoke another attack for moving within that. But he actually tries to chomp down on your arm, and doesn't realize that he gets nothing but a mouthful of plate. So he actually chips a tooth. You actually see him kind of like, oh, as he tries to chomp down on your arm, and that goes just as poorly as you would imagine with that. The other one is now going to attempt a opposed check with Brick to escape his grapple.
Before did you announce that he's already escaped?
No, I'm saying that he's attempting to resist the grapple.
Okay, so
he's using his action to try and escape.
Oh, but it's my roll, not someone else's roll.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
So I need you to make an opposed strength athletics check, unless you'd like to use Dex acrobatics.
Oh no, we'll do strength, and I'm also going to use one of my my luck points to roll twice and take the better of the two.
Oh man, you okay? Yeah, Rash. Jesus Christ! All right.
F you, Rat.
You are bound and determined to make Drowned Rat happen. Got it. All right.
Hashtag Drowned Rat.
Hashtag Drowned Rat. All right, I'm even throwing that in the chat now. So hashtag. Yeah. Hey, and you know what? Restream lets me chat again all of a sudden. So yay for that. Hey, I must have gotten blocked temporarily for some stupid reason or another. Too much posting, perhaps. Anyhow, it's like enough of you and your self-promotion crap, Greg.
Brick's figuring this is how you build some street credits. Like, what's one of the gnarliest thing you've ever done? Well,
it's like establishing yourself in prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
So sometimes when I get angry, I become 15 feet tall and I drown were-rats. It's kind of my thing.
Pleasure.
With my hands, with my bare hands.
With my bare hands.
Feld, it is your action. Yep, in a hot tub. Feld, it is your action.
All right. I am going to. So this wise guy, Were Rat wants to dance, huh? He wants to dance.
Okay, are you playing Feld or are you playing Tony the Fixer?
Tony the Tool? No, that's different. I'm just Tony the Tool talks like this.
I know, but you're getting close. You're getting close.
That's
what do you
true.
Think doing,
I'm just saying he wants to.
Yeah.
This one wants to.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay. I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna swing batter with my glaive.
Hey, batter. So wing batter. I need to enable digital dice for all you guys on here because it's much more fun when we see the rolling thunder on the board.
Yeah.
13. Does that hit?
13. Does that? Who are you attacking?
I'm attacking the Were Rat.
The Were Rat. You are attacking the Were Rat. That is a successful hit.
Oh.
Okay. So let's see. Did it? So it's 11. But because I know that he is shifted, and therefore my regular attack is not going to affect him, I'm going to introduce him to the divine wrath of a paladin, and I'm going to turn that.
Here, hold this.
Yeah. Where did that go?
Hold my ale.
Yeah, hold my ale. Why is everything arranged? My goodness. Here we are. There we go. Okay, and rolling.
I haven't seen you smite on anybody in a while, so this will be fun.
Yep. So this will be another 9 on top. So he's getting 20 points.
Now, dumb question, because I've played a paladin before, but it's been a very long time. Does you channeling your divine smite make it a magical attack?
It does. It becomes radiant damage.
The whole thing?
Yup.
Then he takes 20 damage.
And if the target is undead or a fiend, which he's not neither of those, correct?
Neither of those. Yep.
So he doesn't get an extra one. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, magical radiant damage. You light up his life, and he's currently also smoking and smoldering and screaming in agony as the divine wrath of Helm.
But he's still standing, correct?
For the moment, yes.
So the hits keep on coming. Because I get my I'm gonna try and hit him with the butt end, due to Polar Master. Where's going back to the attacks? Let's see, and if this lands, that will not land. Yeah, an 8.
What did
I'm
you
assuming
roll for?
does
8?
not.
Yeah, an 8 will not land.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
buddy.
That's all right.
It's a good try.
Yeah,
it's a good try.
He was going to get the 1-2 smite if it had.
Yeah, the 1-2 punch. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the old 1-2 as opposed to the new 1-2-3.
Yeah.
Tara.
Yes.
You are hiding in your sniper position.
I am hiding in my sniper position. I have still I've not failed my concentration, so I still have True Strike up, and so I will hit. I will shoot avec advantage.
A
14
hits the unarmored dwarf.
Yes.
You longbow him from practically point blank range. You monster.
Well, it's like 10 feet. Come on.
That's for a longbow. That's point blank.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of damage, though.
You guys came in and just brute squatted all over his shop. So, this is the second time you guys have come in, and they're going to start needing to carry small business insurance.
Brutes in a china shop. That's what we are.
Brute. Oh, God. Hashtag brutes in a china shop.
Okay, 4 piercing damage on the unarmed dwarf. Or unarmored. Is he armed?
All right.
Does he brandish a weapon?
He is armed. He is not armored.
Oh, well, that's good. I would feel bad if it didn't have anything on it.
Oh yeah, you actually you shoot him, and the arrow actually slices across his shoulder. It doesn't sink into him, but it actually slices his shoulder open as it goes on by, and he kind of looks into the changing room and sees you and is like, ah, and is.
Well, I'm honestly not super keen on totally killing him because I feel like we're going to have questions.
Well, just so you know, you can't do subdual with ranged weapons unless you're like using blunt tipped arrows.
I'm just softening him up.
Get one of those giant boxing glove arrows.
Yeah, exactly. Give him the green arrow special, you know. All right, the goblins are no longer in a factor in this battle, thanks to Lorenzo's brave sacrifice. It was nice knowing you, Nate. Birch, it is your action.
All right. Well, we're gonna find out if I can knock him unconscious with radiant light. So we're gonna move this green box. If you want to move it so it's hitting. I will ping on a map here for you. I want to put it right here. So we'll get both of those two on their turn.
Alrighty.
And that's it. I'm staying put. I like where I am.
All right. Orak turns and is like is single-mindedly now.
Well, he immediately has to make a con save of 14.
A dwarf and a con save.
Never happen.
All right,
Never happen.
Never.
He might make it. I don't think they will, but he might.
Oh, are you shit? Oh, no, wait. He's got a, pardon me. That he rolled an 8. He's got a +7 save, so 15.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then he only takes half of this. I'm going to roll the full just for fun.
Okay.
He's only going to take half.
Copy
that. Yeah, so just 5 radiant damage to him.
Copy that. He is going to go stumbling out of that and be like, what the hell is that? And he is going to come up, and he just doesn't like people shooting at him in his own store. Go figure. So he is going to take, can't say it's hammer time because he's not using a hammer, but a 17. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
All right, you take, he actually slashes through the curtain. There's beads, there's beaded curtains that go, or beads in the curtains that go everywhere. Think that like the pearls in Crime Alley, you know, like Batman's mom, like
it's going to be difficult terrain now.
Yeah, exactly. And he slashes at you with the axe, and it sinks into the wall next to you. But the part of the wall explodes and catches you in the face. You're showered with splinters for 5 points of slashing damage. So,
hooray!
Yep.
Well, you know, I kind of brought this on myself. I get it.
Yep. All right. So you take 5, and then Mr. Greysoul, it is your action.
All right. I think it's time to get this dwarf to stop dwarfing around. So I'm going to scream stop and cast hold person, targeting the dwarf.
Oh. Okay. What's the DC on the save?
Let's see here. I think it's a 14.
Wisdom save.
Did that just chat?
You're making just a... No, it didn't cast it, but I have to make a wisdom save.
Yeah. So here's telling me the attack save is wisdom 14.
Okay. So he makes 11. He is frozen. He is actually stuck with his axe in the wall, and he is now like...
All right. Each turn he gets a roll to break out of it.
Okay. Cool.
All right. I'll.
Are you doing any movement?
I'll stay put. I will stay.
You'll stay put. Copy that. All right, Seneca, it is your action.
Thank you very much for making it clear that his axe is stuck in the wall while he is paralyzed. I will like to use Lightning Lure to pull him up and away from that axe.
All righty. Lightning Lure. Copy that.
And I should be able to, because I'm where I am now, that should actually deal the lightning damage and drop him down.
And where are you dropping him?
Right here.
Oh, no niceties here. So, okay.
So here
where did you go? I don't see you on the map.
On top of Feld or underneath Feld.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm on top of him.
Copy that. All right. What you guys do in your own time is none of my business.
But don't do it during the fight. My God.
Yeah. Okay, so he takes how much damage from the lightning?
1d8.
1d8. So he takes 8 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now he falls for another d6. So please roll a d6.
Shell. That is a d20, right? That's
Yep.
Oh, good. It will do the actual d6. Yes, and now roll it.
Yeah. It takes an additional 3 points of damage. So he, you drop him. He actually lands prone. He was already held, so he couldn't actually move. You toss him aside like a discarded action figure, like a child with a discarded action figure. Brick. Let's continue with your opposed checks, sir.
I'm gonna burn my last lucky action and roll twice.
Okay.
Or do I want to? So what if I fail? What happens?
He actually manages to escape.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna burn my last lucky.
Okay.
Strength check.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. All right. This is
So
you're what a horrible way to go.
I'm gonna make eye contact with the remaining were-rat in the moonlight, and I'm just going to scream incoherently at him as I try to crush the guy underwater, which I assume could count as an unarmed strike, crushing him, or how would that work?
So you're trying to choke him out?
Yes, I'm assuming my hand's big enough to just squeeze him and break things.
All right. You know what? I mean, that is. I'm going to rule that you get to do an unarmed attack on him. It's an auto hit. Just roll damage.
All right.
Or actually, better yet, what you're doing is that you're actually squeezing the life out of him. He's already underwater, but you're trying to squeeze the oxygen supply out of him. So what you're doing is you're actually taking 4 rounds off of his total. So,
okay.
Yeah,
I'll accept that.
So he's been underwater for 2 rounds. You just took 4 rounds off of him. He has 14 rounds left.
And while I'm doing that, I'm using one of my remaining superiority dice to do another commanding presence on my scream and do an intimidation check on the remaining.
Well, this poor were-rat's probably about to burn to death. The one that you're looking at. I'm just letting you know. He's pretty host.
All right. Well, I'll make eye contact with the dwarf and scream coherently at him.
Yeah.
While attempting to scare the crap out of him. So let's do.
Yeah.
Cease.
Yeah. All right. That's an auto success. He is, and the poor dwarf rolls over, and his one good eye happens to be facing you. And if he wasn't held right now, you would see his eyes go his one good eye go wide in terror.
He's paralyzed. He's prone. He's disarmed, and he's terrified.
Yeah. I mean, hey, props to you guys for using status attacks. I mean, that's strategy. That's strategery right there. That's a way to get around damage reduction. Let's see. Were-rat, Constitution save, disadvantage. Wait. What's the one for?
Oh, and I technically got to add a 1d8 to that.
He's,
super intimidating.
Fails his Constitution save.
all right, he turns into a person.
Okay. Turns into a person. Copy that. And is burning.
Well, let's find out. Just 12 radiant damage.
Doesn't even have a chance to actually turn into a person. He literally melts.
Oh.
Yep. That is, he had 7 hit points left. You literally turn him into fine ash. He screams in agony as he just burns away. And out of nowhere, in a completely sealed room, a small gust of wind just blows the ashes away. So,
like the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yeah, basically. Feld, it is your action. You have a prone dwarf and a pile of ashes next to you.
All right,
and,
I am going to...
Brick, by the way, is straight up murdering a dude. Like, not even honorable combat. Just straight...
And since we've already started leaning into this a bit, Greg, let's assume I'm overcome with rage. What sort of roll would I need to make on my turn to actively disengage from combat?
You need a will save.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you have snapped, and you need to make a will save to come out of this.
Phil, you probably realize I've snapped. I don't know about anything else. You probably recognize the signs from War College.
I would think so, but I mean, I would also say
I think we've all realized it.
I mean,
Brick has gone bye-bye, Egon.
I mean, it's a were-rat that attacked us. Combat is an ugly thing, and it's kind of getting what it had coming to it. I'm just saying.
The brutes. You guys are from the Dread Pirate Roberts School of Take No Prisoners today. Copy that. All right.
Well, at least for the time being. Well, I'm going to try and knock out the dwarf. I mean, there's a difference between a potentially compelled individual and a were-rat, which we can deal with that after the fact. But
he's still frozen, right? So you can just tie him up. You don't necessarily need to knock him out.
Well, the problem is that he's literally frozen in place. He's literally held by magic. Ergo,
so you're not gonna. Gotcha.
Yeah. Hashtag nothing. All right.
So can I bind him up with the
negative?
Rope?
He is held. He is literally frozen in place.
Right. So he can't be. Okay, gotcha. So I do need to knock him out.
You can tie his shoes together.
Although he's prone, I will allow you to make your. I'll call it an auto crit if you want to crack him across the head.
I do.
It's full dice damage plus an additional roll. What is your with your pole arm?
1d10 plus 3.
Okay, so it's 10 plus a d10 plus 3 is your roll.
So 2d10 plus 3.
No, it's 10. You get a full die damage.
Gotcha.
Applied already, plus the additional die. Yeah, because rolling double snake eyes on a crit always blows goats.
So rolling the regular. Should be coming over. Oh, that would have been a good roll.
Ship it. Send it. So 18. So 18 damage. All right. That is.
That's right. Yeah.
That is
so
exactly
18,
enough to knock him exactly unconscious. Yeah. You crack him across the face, and you just see the lights go out in his eyes. All right. The light go out in his eye. Pardon me. He's still, and actually, he automatically fails. So he's still frozen. He's still held until Greysoul releases him. But he's out of combat. Tara, it is your action. Brick is screaming, frothing murder rage right now. This were-rat is struggling for its life, splashing about in the pool. A gigantic brick is pinned this thing down at the bottom of it and is just red-eyed murder rage at the moment. And that's going on over here. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else is dead or unconscious?
Or fled, yes.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to move here where I have some... where I have some sight.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and put that thing out of its misery.
It's underwater. Your ranged attack won't successfully hit it.
Oh, it won't? Okay.
Yeah, the second that arrow hits the water, it loses all momentum.
I don't know what to do. I suppose I could bane it.
Well, my question is what is your end game with the rat here? Do you want to kill it, or do you guys want to take it as a prisoner and interrogate it?
I feel like the only one we really need is the dwarf.
I think we want to take it as a prisoner. I mean, that's why I was thinking, like, even if he drowns it, I mean, we can resuscitate it. But yeah. So maybe we need to calm down, Brick.
Should I play a soothing song to calm him down?
Hey there, big guy. Sun's getting low.
I swear to God, barbarian, dude.
Yeah.
Path of the Totem Warrior. Do it.
All right. So, do you want to try and play something to calm the savage, Brick?
Yes. Who's like a performance check?
Yes, please.
I want to see a natural 1, and it enrages me.
23.
Tara does not roll ones on performance.
Yeah.
It turns into a metal song about taking no prisoners on a 1.
Kill!
All right. So,
bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies.
wait, is that what you're singing? Because I'm.
No.
All right.
He's already on the floor. What am I supposed to do?
Okay. So, Tara, you give him. Are you having any sort of magical effect on this, or are you trying to just?
I don't think I have that. I mean, I have Song of Rest, but that's not really the same thing.
No. Okay. So what you're doing right now is you're just trying. I'm going to say though that you're giving him a circumstantial advantage on his will save to try and break out of his blood rage right now. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, Birch. It is your action.
Okay. Could you describe the way that he's holding him underwater?
He literally has both hands wrapped around the guy's neck. He's got him pinned to the floor, and he's just up, with his head up out of the water, screaming bloody murder.
Cool.
And he's gigantic. He's
all right.
Ginormous right now.
I need you to once again move a turquoise square. And I need you to move it. I need you to move it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Orak is unconscious, so he doesn't get anything to do. Greysoul.
So is it just the rats getting drowned right now? That's the only game in town at the moment.
Yeah, that's the only 3 shots you get on anybody at the moment.
You could check on Lorenzo, but
all right, I'm gonna let's see here. Do I want to give Brick guidance to help him drown the resistance to help him get out of his murder rate?
Well, how does guidance work? Do you get to decide what I'm being guided towards, or is it just helping me on any?
It's going to help you with a skill. Guidance helps you with a skill check. Resistance helps you with a saving throw.
Holding him underwater.
That's why I'm saying if I give you guidance, you're going to use it to drown the rat. If I give you resistance, you'd have to apply it to your saving throw, not to murder the thing. I'm going to read the run.
The other thing
resistance.
I hate to retcon, but I could have also given him bardic inspiration, but maybe not. Maybe that's best not.
No, you could. I will. If you'd rather give him bardic inspiration, that's a D6 on that he can add to his roll as opposed to advantage. That's fine. Actually, I think that would be the far more appropriate thing to do. So
okay.
let's do that. Seneca.
I'm going to drop my concentration so that way he can shrink down to normal size and cool off a little bit.
Oh,
there you go.
And also, now that is a thing, I'm going to lightning lure this guy up away from him. The forced movement automatically ends the grapple.
Whoa, okay, hold on. You're standing in water. You're lassoing someone in water.
Yeah, no, they both actually take the lightning damage.
All right.
They both take the lightning damage, so go ahead and roll it.
I will do so.
Oh, I'm going to murder all of you. No, I'm not. Not immediately.
Not me.
Yes, you had a very lovely song.
That's only 6. That's fine.
6 points of damage.
All right.
And where do you drop the were-rat? Ping it for me, please.
I'm going to drop him just 5 feet away. It's just putting it right underneath Yeah, right.
Still in the
right there.
moonlight.
Mhm.
So you're still going to try and kill him with the moonlight. You just don't want Brick murdering the guy with his bare hands. Is that it? Are you guys going for a merciful death?
I am allowing Birch to make that decision because he is not in a rage and can choose for himself. Whereas Brick, being in the murderous rage, it doesn't have the capacity to be able to do do the same.
So by moving the were-rat, is he immediately taking damage, or does he only take the damage on his turn?
The were-rat only takes the damage on his turn, but he's still in the moonlight.
Gotcha.
So he will take it. He will take it. Brick, it is your action.
Let's start off, and this is
words.
A wisdom saving throw?
Yes, we will do a wisdom save. And you have both resistance and so you can add a D4 and a D6 to the roll.
All right, so there's my base, and then D4, D6.
So a 21. All right, so you managed to, as you shrink down, you do manage to kind of like shake yourself and come back into yourself again. And you watch as, you get zapped and you see the rat splash down in front of you, just out of reach, in the moonlight, which you are conveniently not in at the moment.
I'm just going to sort of look up stupefied.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right.
Not really sure what just happened.
Yeah. And you're going to shake yourself and just be like, all right. My poor were-rat here has to now make a con save with disadvantage. So I'm going to double roll that one. What is the DC on it?
14. Con
okay.
save.
Even with disadvantage, he makes it. So he's going to only take half. Yeah.
Well, nuts.
That's fine. You got another guy to interrogate.
It only takes 4 radiant, I guess.
All right. He comes up out of the water, sputtering, literally looking like his drowned namesake. He's burning. He's in agony. He's actually already shifting back into human form. He's going to start sprinting for the door. So that's 10 feet, 15, 20, 25. Manages to get to the door.
Does the water not count as like difficult terrain or something?
It did. I counted it for 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. He only had 1 square to do it, but I counted it for 10.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, guys. I can move the moonbeam 60 feet next turn.
He just found the city for the rest of the night. He's just running the fuck away.
Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm ruling that he only got to do. He's not doing a full round move to escape or anything like that, because he did have to get his wits about him and assess the fact that he's outnumbered and his companions are either dead or gone. So he is noping the F out. But next round he'll get to do a full round move. But you do at the moment still have him silhouetted in the doorway dramatically. Feld, it is your action.
All right. Well, it looks like somebody needs some tackling.
Hey, Joe, you've got a fan.
3, 4.
Thank you, Nathan. Sincerely appreciate that.
Yeah. So wait, actually, so he's in human form, you said, right?
He is shifting back to human form. That is correct.
Gotcha. So I don't need to be here. I'm gonna try and smack this guy upside the head and knock him out too.
Okay. Oh no, this is the dead one. The one that's escaping is here.
Right. Is it not showing that I moved my token?
It's showing that your token is located here.
Yeah. This is the escaping one, right?
That's the dead one. You see the crossbones in the corner? The one that's escaping is literally in the doorway.
Oh, he's in. I didn't see him. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this guy is dust. I just leave him on
Gotcha.
here so I don't lose track of shit. So
he's in the doorway. So I've got reach from right there.
All right.
Yep.
And I'll tell you guys, just to give you a heads up, they still have all their damage resistances and their damage immunity even in human form. It's not just something that pops up when they change shape.
Since he didn't fail, he can technically stay a were-rat if he wants. I think he only loses it on a failed.
Well, I'm gonna rule that he started shifting out because he knows that if he's trying to make his escape, he wants to try and blend in.
For sure. That makes sense.
So, yeah.
It's just so he still has those resistance. Is it so when something is radiant? Does that are you able to knock someone out with radiant damage, or is it a nope on that?
I don't know if you can knock someone out with fire.
Well,
Yeah,
radiant
that's-
damage is a little bit different than fire, but I mean,
That's how I think of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, no idea.
Magical damage in nature.
I mean, I could always try
Roll
and
it and let's
restrain him
see.
then.
Roll it and see what. Oh yeah, if you want to try and restrain him, try and
Well,
restrain him.
the idea is to, I mean, the idea initially was to knock him out, but if the option is only going to be to basically be able to burn, so I'm going to try and tackle him basically, and tackle him and hog tie him. So would that be, what we say, an athletics check?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Versus his dex or
It's gonna be a
acrobatics.
15.
Yeah, his 9 is not going to be good enough to beat that. So you actually do manage to grab him and restrain him. You grapple him, and he's just like, not again. Yeah, he actually yells "not again" as you yoink him back into the.
I mean, yeah, if possible, just basically like
Lock
grab him and slam him on the floor.
All
Sorry,
right,
yeah.
cool. And he has a dragon handle. Yeah. Hashtag dragon handle. Yep. You pull him back in, you slam him to the ground and restrain him. And he has shifted back to human form. He's actually a rather nondescript human with mousy hair and kind of like hard-nosed features, brown eyes. And he's just angry as hell. But right now you've got your arm across his throat. He's still coughing up water, I might add. But you have him pinned. You have him successfully pinned to the ground. At this point, I'm going to say that we are out of combat. Going to be a little while before Orak is conscious again. And with that, I think now is actually the perfect time for us to go on ahead and take a refreshing moment here. So we can. So if anybody is looking to refresh their drinks, go to the bathroom, whatever, we can be back here in about 10 minutes. I will leave the mics hot so we can all chat and for other people's enjoyment. But for the moment, we're going to take a 10-minute intermission, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides our priest coming out, wear something, I'd say that went pretty well.
And we're on break.
Is Lorenzo dead? You'd tell us, right?
Well, that went better than expected, I think. I'm still alive.
We're very, very good at D&D. I think that's clear.
Right. I'm kind of bummed. I was getting a little excited about my backup character.
Oh no!
Well, we'll wait. Well.
You fall asleep once and you plan for.
Well, I mean, the way Greg ended last episode, I swear it was going to be the rat's turn, and I was unconscious, so it would be an auto crit. So I thought we were starting the round with me getting killed, like right off the bat.
You were going to take 2 death saves, and then you're going to get hit with a moonbeam on your tier.
Well, yeah, and so I have I used up all the. I've got 3 lucky slots per long rest that allow me to again roll twice, or I can roll a die, and before the result is announced, I can roll another one.
Nice.
So I could have, avoided a death fail that way. But
Oh man, I didn't think it was that bad because you were sleeping, not dead. But
if the rat had gotten to go first, if we'd started this episode that's going first, it would have been an auto crit. And I think with 23 health, I'm not sure I would have made it. He'd have to have done very minimal damage. But
yeah, rolling 4d10 can get scary because we're still only level 3 or whatever.
I mean, I've got max, I think, 36 health.
Yeah.
So, 36 health. So, and I was at 23. So he wouldn't have had to do a lot to take me out. But yeah, I feel like I'm sort of required now, story-wise, to start leaning into barbarianism.
Yeah, right? Seems to fit you.
I just have to make sure I don't look at all the cool stuff that I'm not going to be able to get.
I was worried I was going to have to go into being a cleric because all I did the entire dungeon was heal people. It is no offense to our cleric. It was just that was just what was needed.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, yeah. Well, I
Druids
suppose
don't become cool for a while.
I could see Birch doing that as trying to be helpful, but
yeah,
I don't feel like anybody needs to do a thing because it's advantageous for the group in the game.
Right. No, I also know druids become way more fun as we go. I just got to get there, This is the first time that I've done real damage, and it just happens to be because they're shapeshifters, and I lucked out and had Moonbeam prepared for once.
Well, I mean, still having a little, area of effect wandering around the map is pretty.
Yeah.
that is and especially the whole looking at that the other day of when they come into contact with. I mean, talk about cutting off a retreat or
right. Just leave it at the door. Just go ahead, guys. Go through.
Where it's oh, you want some of this? Cool. Or being able to
for a minute.
If there's also if it's almost in pitched battle where you're basically putting it right on them as well, every round. It's that spell's gnarly.
So I have I got my shirt out of the laundry. My question is, so I am now back dressed for the job that I want.
About time.
Yeah, I know, right? My boss is going to write me up for being out of uniform. Which morale patch should I wear on my shoulder since I've got 3 different options now? I've got the fortune favors the bold, I've got the FAFO, and I've got the you can try.
Well, I'd say our cat scaling the rafters, lightning whipping our own party is the you could try for sure.
I think that's a good one. You were going to say, Paul?
I was just going to say, I think fortune favors the bold is always, that's sort of the the call to D&D of
that is true. That is true.
The hold my beer.
Yep, that is the hold my beer of D&D. So that is the one I shall don on my shoulder right now. There we go.
Smart move with Velcro, yeah. So you should swap it out.
Next level is when we start getting more powerful stuff, huh?
I mean, I suppose I could put extra Velcro on here and do all 3, but if they're interchangeable, it's interchange them. It's kind of fun that way, It's the one patch that I have that is, or the one patch spot that I have that is interchangeable on the shirt. Everything else is already locked in. So,
I'm trying to look it up. I think. I mean, it makes sense, right? I can't get a straight answer, but it would make sense that the entire attack would turn into a radiant attack, right? With these smites as opposed to.
I could be a dick and be it's just additional damage from it's just the additional damage that's magical. I could be a jerk and say that because otherwise it is.
Well, because it doesn't seem from what I've seen, I'm not finding a direct answer yet, but it was interesting. It was talking about also the difference between divine smites and improved divine smites, of how in areas of anti-magic you can't use divine smites, but you can use improved divine smites, and it would just it just seems to make sense if you're modifying an attack. It's like if you catch a blade on fire, I guess that's a little bit different. But
yeah, this is I'm ruling in your favor on this one. So let's not analyze it to death. I don't want you to, you already sold the horse, son. Don't try to buy it back. Is all I'm saying.
No. Well, I'm looking at like some of the spells, etc. Like, I was just also looking at, because one of the main concerns, is always fighting stuff that isn't, that doesn't take regular attacks. And so, like, one of my spells is Divine Favor, which adds an extra 1d4 radiant damage during, concentration. Mm-hmm. But that's a bit different than in certain other things. But yeah, just
yeah. Well, we can you and I we can chat about this and review a couple of the rules and stuff off stream, but like during the week, and just to keep things going smooth. Because
100%.
That's the one thing about when you're dealing with a game with a billion freaking rules and everything is an exception to everything else, and specific.
Yeah.
And when specific beats generic. Sometimes I just make a ruling based on what's going to be fastest and most fun in the story. So,
Well, yeah, and I always wonder, like, what technically is for like Thunderous Smite of what technically is thunder damage?
It's
sound.
Like sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like keening, in the sense that it's not lightning, but it is like a concussive wave of sound.
Yeah.
Which, can do plenty of damage in its own right.
Yeah.
Makes you feel any better? The only reason I know the answer to that question is because I literally was looking up damage types yesterday because of something that came up in a campaign that I'm running.
Yeah. I remember looking a while ago. Yeah.
Another game?
I have 3 games. I have Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays.
I had no idea.
Bananas.
That's
I feel like a few of us have more than one game.
Oh no.
Yeah. No. I don't right now, but I know several people who are in like 4, and especially during the pandemic of not necessarily always weekly. I think yours are all weekly, right, Seth?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But people who are on like a couple of weeklies and a couple of semi-weeklies where they're in 4 and 5 campaigns.
Good Lord.
Yep.
All right. Well, we are back. I like that. I like that being able to adjust the video and play a local video that's a countdown timer in this. That's a nice feature there. Thank you.
That's a cool looking timer.
Yeah, I just ripped that off YouTube, and used the YouTube to save it locally, and now watch me get a copyright notice or something, a copyright strike, because it's just like, God damn it, it's always
Come
something.
on, CC0 timers.
Yeah, right. Cool. All right. Well, you have. As we left off, Feld, you have your the were-rat pinned to the ground. He has shifted back to human form and is smoking, sputtering, in all kinds of pain. Orak is unconscious, and you do hear commotion outside as well, as the one who escaped probably did not go subtly or quietly.
Are we still in?
Eartha?
Eartha is, you sense that she's still a ways off, but she's on her way back.
Okay.
Brick is going to go grab his warhammer and shield and ask Birch if he can come help him put on his plate armor, please.
I could. I need to check on something first. Can I move a beam as I walk outside to see what's going on out there?
I'm gonna do that so he can move it without hitting me.
Yeah, sure. You can move the beam outside. So you're gonna go outside. All right.
I want to. Well, I can't probably.
You have your death laser of moonlight just crosses the ground in front of you.
Yeah, I could only actually go 30. So if I.
No, you can do a full round move.
Well, yeah, but it takes my action to move.
Oh, it does. You have to focus. That's
5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can see out the door and
Yes.
get like here, do I see the guy outside?
Your
No,
action
you-
isn't
you
your
don't
movement,
see
though.
you don't see the were-rat, but he has to use his action to control
Right.
the moonlight.
Yeah,
Right,
I was
so
trying
he
to
uses
see
his
because
action
I
and he
need a
can
double
use his
move
30
to go
feet movement.
outside. So
Yeah,
I'll
I'm just
move
saying
the
you can-
beam. I'll move the beam outside the door here, so it blocks our entrance to the building.
You feel a brief like sizzle as the moonlight goes over you.
That's right.
You put it out there,
Uh-huh.
and you actually throw backwards a bunch of town guardsmen that had been running up here due to all the commotion.
Ooh. I don't want to leave it. I don't want to leave it to hurt any of them. Are any of them in the way of the beam by the front door?
They've all managed to step back, but they're all, like now their weapons are drawn and they take a much more hostile position. And they see Feld in the doorway pinning the were-rat down. He snaps his head over to them and goes, "Help! Help! They're trying to kill me! Ah! He's crazy!"
And I yell, are we rolling dice on this guy? Or are we,
Yeah, I'm actually rolling persuasion right now.
Okay.
Greg, I'll drop the moonbeam if it's good guy guards outside.
Okay, so you drop the moonbeam, and there are guards outside. I didn't say they were good guy, but they are town guards.
Well, they're not. Right. Okay.
Holy crap, Feld. Okay, what are you saying now?
I'm saying, as I say, I'm Sir Feldrican Vorchrist of the Church of Helm. This man is a were-rat and part of the goblin part of the goblin plot against this city. I'm placing him under arrest.
Yeah, he I rolled an 18. I thought I had your ass. I thought I had this dead to rights. But the guards behold your 23. And they're like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And they draw their weapons on him, and they're looking at each other, and they say, "You say he's a were-rat?"
He is. There's one that got away.
Well, that's what we were responding to. We heard there was a man that was a creature that was smoking and on fire and came running out of here like a bat out of the nine hells.
We smoked two of them. One got away, and this one we've kept for questioning.
And what of the shopkeep?
The shopkeep is currently on. I rendered him unconscious. We need to speak to him as well. It appears as though there is some sort of vampiric creature below this area. From what they all now having. Speaking of a lord of rats and bats and things there's a whole subterranean area underneath this bathhouse. We do believe that possibly this dwarf is being compelled, as we've seen this in goblins that we questioned. There's quite a mystery afoot. Wow. Can you send a runner for Captain Skellerang?
They're both these guards are all looking at each other like this is way above their pay grade. It was bad enough that they're looking at their weapons going like these are not silver. So the sergeant in charge looks at some of the footmen and he says, "You get the captain. You go get the special stuff." And they both nod and immediately run off. Now it's going to be a while.
And I yell after them, "Don't forget oil, lamp oil, or anything that can burn."
And they look at each other like, "Okay," and go off. The sergeant stands and he stands over you or stands over the situation, and he's like, "Well, I have manacles."
And I gladly assist him in slapping them on.
All right, on the were-rat. All right.
Yep.
And he looks in and sees like the almost like nuclear explosion remains of like the shadows of the smoke were-rats, the smoked ones, their outlines on the floor. He's just like, wow.
Lorenzo. Someone's got to check on Lorenzo.
I think after questioning, that should be our next move, is to go down in there.
Well, yeah, but let's at least make sure he's alive. Knock on the door or something.
I'm going to climb down from stairs over by one of these walls, so that way it's not like, jump down 10 feet. It's more like onto a wall, and then...
I'd like to check the dwarf's office for keys to the place.
Okay, that is an excellent plan. His door, the door to his office is open. It was left open in the fray. What you find in there is a small chest under his desk, but no key to it. His office is very simple. It's a desk. It's a chair. And then there's a candle on the table, and there's another chair that sits across from it for guests. You look under the desk, and there is a small chest there. It is locked, but you don't find any keys or anything else. If there's anything like that, it's probably on him.
All right, let's check his person then.
Okay. It's not hard. You actually do find a piece of string around his neck in which there are 2 keys. One of them clearly goes to the chest. The other one is shaped like a key that could go to the door. Or doors, pardon me. There's 2 keys like that. Probably one for his office, one for the way down.
Does he have anything in his pockets? Any more keys or notes or anything?
No, nothing like that. He does not. Besides his battle axe, he's basically you found like a washcloth and a bar of soap, things that he must have picked up and was in the middle of like putting away when everything went crazy.
All right, I'm going to see if Sir Feldrican wants to come check downstairs to me to see if we can make heads or tails of what happens, though.
All right. So they bind the were-rat and stick him back in one of the private bath areas and just get him out of the way for the moment.
Hey, Birch, now that your moonlight is gone, can you come help me put on my armor, please?
Yes, of course. Of course, like I do every morning.
Oh, that's you!
What?
Oh.
No.
Oh. Huh.
You'll actually have to show me how to do it. I have no familiarity.
No, yeah, it's easy. I just need an extra pair of hands. That's all.
Okay.
Just come into this closet with me.
But someone yell down to Lorenzo while I'm doing this, please. I want to make sure he's alive.
Make a wisdom check on that.
Who? Me?
Anybody who's by the door that would consider taking such a stupid action.
What?
I think there are. I think it's as if it was speaking, it was like there was the sounds of a lot of creatures down there. It is a large space.
I'm in the towel closet. I just like to clarify that right now.
So we just kind of leave Lorenzo to his whatever his plan was and try to find him later?
That's my concern.
I think we can try and see what's kind of. We can slowly.
I'm not
creep
saying
down
we
there, kind of
storm
see
the
what's
Warrens here. I'm
Yeah.
just saying maybe we
Let's get our guy.
sit and see if we hear anything. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think shouting down is not a good idea. I think
Right.
stealthily looking, maybe it's using stealth and dark vision.
Lorenzo, you down there? I don't hear him.
Oh God!
Try yelling louder.
Fool of a took.
Enunciate.
Do I have to roll anything to clothe my friend?
No, you do not.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna go
Okay.
for it, man.
All right, so you're going to open the door. But my question is are you yelling down, or are you not going to yell down?
I'm not gonna yell down, and
Let's
just to
listen.
make sure, because we mentioned before that being up in the rafters, I was able to see over the top of this, so I would know when I climb down over here whether or not there's something behind this door, right?
Back when combat was going on, it's been a moment since then. So you get past the key.
Mm-hmm.
You open the door. The door is. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, you guys are. I totally have that visible to y'all right now.
As he opens the door, I'm readying an action. I'm away from the door, but in case there's a goblin, etc., sitting there, I'm gonna whack it in the face.
There is nothing on the other side of the door as it opens.
All right. Then.
And your torch is gone.
I'm gonna need a new torch, huh?
I've got extra torches.
Yeah, everybody.
Seneca, can you send your familiar down there and kind of see through its senses?
Ooh, good call.
Is Eartha back yet?
Bring the town.
Yeah, sure. I can be back now, and she's come up with more guards.
All right, then yeah, let's go ahead and send Eartha on down there. I'm going to stand up here at the top of the stairs so I can warg into her senses and see what she sees.
All right.
Are we, by the way, going to just surrender the dwarf into the custody of the town guard now? Is that what we're doing?
I thought we wanted to do it.
trying to interrogate him.
Yeah, don't we own the dwarf and his property now, right? That's how it works.
Good Lord.
We now have a spa.
Yeah, right of conquest applies to above ground as well, right? Yeah.
This
yeah.
is
I
how
don't
my
know.
life
We
We have a
is.
spa, we have a locksmith shop, and we have an ancient forgotten gnome city.
Two ancient forgotten
We'll get a
cities.
couple warehouses.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
The people who
You know what,
watch
I
these
wonder-
cities really need to keep better records. They forget a lot of these places.
We'll take the university next.
I was going to say, they actually keep
The
really
high-
good records,
high-
and you're going to tax us for everything.
It's like you're going house hunting. You're like, what? This thing doesn't have a subterranean city? What kind of house is this?
I like it though, so I'm going to kill you and take it.
Why is Eartha not showing up on my... Oh, hold on a second. You know what? I even think I can... I wonder if this is going to work. I'm going to try something and see if I can give you guys... Edit the sheet directly.
It's a lovely home. You'll love it. It's approximately 1,200 square feet of surface area and 12,000 square feet of subterranean areas. No.
Slave dungeon.
All right. Edit.
It's already in the song, guys.
I think... All right. I think now... I think now you guys will be able to see when I put you on the player's map. Because I have now given all of you control over Eartha. So can you see the...
Yeah.
It's all very dark.
Oh, amazing. Okay. So Eartha comes down the stairs. And I'm setting this up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Can I get a stealth check on her?
Yeah.
What made Axel F come into your head?
I don't know. That's apparently Eartha's sneak theme.
Wow. I played that at a first grade talent show on a keyboard.
That is amazing. I love that.
Fascinating
And I'm
backstory.
definitely standing by this decision.
Okay,
I support it.
I
100%.
am 100% not seeing what you have on there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
None-
watching
none-
the stream, but
I
Okay.
have
Oh,
a
no.
giant black box on my Roll20.
correct. Ditto here.
Huh.
This
All right.
plus 4.
It's fine. I can see.
So 15.
15. Okay. Well, it's better than most of the passive perceptions. So she comes down, she trots down the stairs. I can tell you right now, she can smell. Well, that is annoying.
Sorry, it wasn't me.
Lorenzo's
No.
leveled up because he's killed like 8 goblins by himself.
Yeah.
He's just John Rambo'd this entire thing, just going
Yeah.
back into walls.
He's just
really
sitting
like-
on a pile of them. He's piled them up, but he's just
Which-
sitting on top.
Which way do you guys want her to go?
I'm going to have her listen for any sounds.
All right, give me a perception check on her then.
Yes, sir. It will be this plus 1.
She doesn't. What she hears is a lot of stuff. If we're coming from several different directions, there's a bit of an echo, but you can hear. and like lots of goblin noise and other things, and she can even smell the stench of goblin filth. And as she looks around, you can actually see on the back of the stairs here. You can see a something written in Goblin, which actually technically you guys are all looking at right now because this doesn't go down too far. It's on the landing that you guys are on.
I can't see it. I am blind. I can only see through Eartha's senses right now. But does Eartha see it?
Yeah, Eartha sees it. So when Seth be able to read what that is, since he
Seth is warging inside of her right now. So Seth is not home.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But you do see written in goblin blood something splattered across the back of the landing wall.
Sorry, it's written in goblin blood, or it's written in blood by goblin, or both.
Yes.
Yes.
In goblin blood, in the goblin tongue.
Got it. Okay, cool. Very respectful of their dead.
Smells like blood.
Is Tarafirith seeing that? I mean, she reads Goblin. Right?
Seneca reads Goblin.
Right, but he's warged.
But he's seeing it through Eartha's eyes, so he actually can read it.
So what does it say?
It actually says, "Drakthar is dead. Long live Drakthar."
Cool. So more vampiric.
I can't wait to kill that guy.
It's a dread pirate, Drakthar.
All right. Well, let's. I'm currently here.
Yes.
So Eartha, let's take a little spot. Let's turn left.
Hold on a second. Let me just. Just for sake of everything, I'm going to put Seneca right there. Okay. Eartha does not want to go places right now. You actually have to give her a bit of a persuasion because she's like, "Dad, are you kidding me?"
All right, then I will. Ooh, doing so good. Look at these rolls.
Get the shitty ones out of the way.
He's gonna
Hold on a sec. Why are you being difficult? Come on. Okay, so Control L. Let me see her lighting. Perfect. All right, cool. Now we got it. And she's like, "Yeah, no, I'm not going down here." You can feel the resistance in your mind. She's like, "I'm not going down here to get eaten." Do you understand that my species is worshipped as a god in certain cultures? You're really going to make me? You're really going to try and do this to me right now?
I will sigh audibly, unwarg out of princes, and trade places. Guys, I think it's a really good idea if the
she
wizard
goes trotting back up the stairs, and she's like, "I have nothing to do with any of this." Yeah.
All right. I'm going. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any stones on the ground or anything like that?
Well, you can hear now that you're out of her senses. Your senses aren't quite as sharp as hers. You do hear movement around. This is a living area, and you do hear at this hallway that you're at. You do hear movement and things coming from the north, coming from the south, and from across the way. You do get the impression that this is a active area.
Excellent. Okay. Any debris, anything small. Looking for something small to pick up.
Sure, you can find pebbles on the ground.
Okay. I'm going to cast light on it with my hands closed, clasped around it, which should make it nice and doused. And then I'm going to throw that stone to the north.
Alrighty. Give me a dexterity check.
Yeah. Pretty good at things. Hey, good. That's not bad. That was not
that's
the
actually
worst.
pretty good. You get a decent throw on it. I have to get this to work right. Come on. Really? You're doing me like that? Fine. Be that way. It's so much more fun when I make it look like I'm seeing through your eyes. And yet it really is being difficult right now. All right. There we go. So you throw it. 15, 25. So you do actually manage to throw the stone, and it bounces down the hallway. Clack, 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 clack. And you do have dark vision.
I sure do.
All right, you have. We're gonna tint that. I'm gonna tint that red. And you do not emit light. Cool. All right. So you have your infrared vision going. You wing it down there. Are you going to peek around? I'll let you move around a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like peer along the edge here, and I'm gonna look toward that pebble.
All right. So
I'll be very stealthy and make a stealth.
And I'm just declaring that I've moved towards the sort of the top of the stairwell, so that if there has to be a hasty retreat, that I can cover that.
Copy that. I actually have your token on the map here. Let me warg out of the warg here real fast. I feel like I'm warging into you guys now that I'm doing this. And we will go back to objects and tokens. We're going to go Command L. Sweet. All right. So yeah, you do that, and you actually hear from up here. You hear, like the and like feet running, weapons being drawn, towards the door, and a door in the hallway here that you can't see opens up, and out steps a goblin with a bow and arrow, and he actually grabs the token, or he grabs the stone, and is looking around quite cautiously, and he covers it with his hand so it doesn't interfere with his vision, but he covers it with his hand and puts it in his pocket, and then has his bow drawn and is cautiously looking around. I need you to make a stealth check.
I'll take that.
Oh yeah, you are practically one with the shadows.
I'm going to dismiss the light from the pebble.
Copy that. You dismiss the light from the pebble, and there we go. And he calls out in Goblin, and it sounds like he says, "Someone's down here again." And you hear coming from the south, you hear, "Another one? Somebody needs to tell the dwarf upstairs to stop playing games."
Oh, good. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, so I'm going to step back up this way and around the corner, and I'm going to ready my lightning lure to when I see somebody coming up those stairs, that I'm going to pull them toward me right over here by Feld. So.
Okay. All right. All right. Hold on a second. Yeah. It's the problem. You guys can see everything on my screen right now. That's annoying.
What? No. What?
Never. No.
Huh?
You guys? No, never. No.
What?
Okay.
What?
This guy.
Cut to Birch and Brick. As I'm putting on your armor.
Yeah.
Do you have
over
do you
his scaly, bulging, scaly muscles? You know.
Do you have? Do Do you like grease up or put lotion on or anything for this stuff, or is it just like, how's this work?
I just do it raw.
Wow.
You guys actually, Feld and Seneca, give me a pair of stealth checks real quick.
I'm shocked you wasn't interested in
Oh
that
boy, for
conversation.
me, that's why I'm not moving.
Let's
I
press
have
my luck.
light, so-
Well, so are you just basically like pressed up against the back of the wall, trying to stay generally out of vision?
Yes.
Okay.
I am there as an oh shit backstop in the event that there's a rush. I realize that in plate and being big, that stealth is not exactly my forte as it might be.
You do see one coming down the hallway. It goes past and continues on up the up towards where you threw the stone. And you do hear muttering and whispering.
Oh, did I miss it?
Well, no, he didn't come up the stairway towards you guys. He kept going north up the hall. Yeah. So, yeah, you guys, you do hear. Give me a perception check, Seneca. I want to just see what if you pick up what it is they're saying. 15. Okay, it sounds like. You do hear, careful, don't set that off. I see it. Do you have any idea what that is? No, but something keeps down here throwing light around. You think the stupid surface dwellers would know that if they brought light down here, we could track them easy. Well, we keep scaring them off. We're strong. They're not. It's true. It's true. Stupid surface dwellers.
I don't like myself. Okay, I'm going to shout down here. The surface dwellers are down here in Goblin.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, we got. Gray, are you seeing this in the chat? It's
I know. Somebody's spamming me in the chat. I just blocked them. I will.
Okay.
Have
We've
to
made it. We
Yeah.
got it.
Wait,
we're getting
African.
my African prince just died. Now wants to leave me a fortune. I have to get them the down payment for the taxes. Yeah.
Don't remove it until I confirm it's not
Totally
legit.
get right on that. Yeah. Totally gonna just get right on that. Thank you, sir. All right. Deleted.
You know you've made it. When
When bots and spammers show up, you know that you're getting traction. So I'm greatly appreciative of that. But I don't waste no time on that. Anyhow, so yes, they hear that and they go. You hear them kind of like stop and be like, "Are the surface dwellers goblin? Murd? Snark?" Seth, you're muted.
What was our hashtag
I'll
for
do
Murd?
my best Murd impression. And I will say I have some fresh materials. Who wants to paint the town brown?
Strong. That's what it was.
Yeah. Give me a deception check on that to see if you can pull it off.
Who was the one that Murd wanted us to shoot and wanted us to get together?
Snurk. Yeah. Snurk shot me. Yeah.
20. Very nice.
All right. Yeah, they go, we thought you they're you hear some surprised voices and
awkward.
They come down.
Bird strong, Snurk a liar.
Snurk shot me. All right, so they come. They come to the
sense of righteous vengeance.
Yep. They come to the base of the stairs, and they go, Murd, where are you?
I'm not gonna say anything.
You don't say anything?
No, but
All
the
right.
moment that one of them turns around to go back, but I'm gonna take them away. Or if they come up the stairs.
Well, one starts coming up the stairs.
All right, lightning lore.
All right.
Someone got a new toy.
That's not Murd. All right. Okay. Go ahead and let's see. Lightning lure. Is that's a save or is that on your part or mine?
A strength saving throw on their part.
Strength saving throw on their part. All right. Where's the?
So that's
that's
the
the
DC
rats.
13, and it will be a 6 if he fails.
DC 13.
Yeah.
15. He actually successfully manages to avoid it. Yep.
Well, then I'm going to go ahead and go upstairs with my movement.
The hornet's nest. I'm going to run away.
He actually like feels the static building up on the ground around him, and he dives backwards, and he says, "Sound the alarm!"
God damn it!
And Goblin, and he bails out.
And I'm assuming I can't really, since I don't have dark vision, I can't really.
Yeah, you don't have dark vision,
whack off.
so
yeah.
Whack off. Yeah, you can't get a whack off on something that you can't see. So you guys retreat?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. Cool. Well, that'll give me. So yeah, you come back up into the.
We're back.
You guys close the door, lock it behind you. Orak is starting to come too as you come out. Yeah, I'll leave it to you guys to talk it out at this point.
Are the Greg the guards are still here, right? Or
The guards are still here, yes.
Okay.
And actually, they have been joined by other guards. The captain has arrived at this point, and that you could see that some of the guards actually have silver tipped or silvered weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to usher them into the building.
What's going on here?
We found how the goblins are getting into the city. There's apparently underground warrens connected to this building. We also had some trouble with some were-rats. So we may need help flushing out this underground warren, clearing them out. Your help would be greatly appreciated.
Give me an insight check real quick. Actually, anybody who's a part of this conversation can feel free to give me an insight check.
Bam! Nat 20, baby.
As you, Brick, as you mentioned that, we could use your assistance and help here, you notice that the guards all kind of look at each other a little bug-eyed, and the captain kind of just stops for a second and gives a slight sigh. He doesn't even have to look at his men to know what's up. He looks at them and says, "Gentlemen, stand outside. Keep an eye out for the one that got away. Apparently, he's got smoldering skin, and just look for someone with horrific burns on them." And they quickly, the guards that were inside quickly step outside. He looks at you and says, "It's not my place to question my men's confidence or bravery in front of others. But I will tell you right now that my men are not trained adventurers. They're peacekeepers. They are meant for they are defensive."
All right. Well, then you should keep some here in the building in case there are further incursions by the goblins and whatever else is hiding beyond that door, because we can't stay here around the clock.
That I can do. I can post guards here. give you a chance to recover. This warren will need to be flushed out.
We can take care of that after a good night's rest or two.
So I will keep shifts of guards on patrol here and at the door to ensure that no one comes in or out in the meantime. Give you time to rest up.
Phil, what'd you notice? You came back up and slammed the door shut. What'd you find?
Well, I didn't see anything. Seneca is able to see in the dark. I believe, Seneca, it sounded like you did a decent job of hearing what they were saying.
There were a pair of goblins down in the warrens. It seems that the warrens are thoroughly inhabited. There are several, and they are prepared for incursion.
Are we going to be expecting visitors shortly, or did you get out undetected?
I don't believe that they are brave enough to attempt to come up this way, but I do think that they will have prepared for us to come down.
Yes.
All right, so we're at a stalemate there.
Give me a round of wisdom checks.
Storm.
Hot diggity damn.
Brick. You're wise enough. I mean, damn, dude, you're wise enough to recognize here that you're kind of useless in the dark if you can't see.
So I would like to point out that a number of us do not have dark vision. So making an excursion under current conditions is probably not a good idea.
I am going to touch Feld's armor and cast light. So the source of the light is his armor.
Not that I'm complaining, because you know I love a good fight. We just got finished fighting a bunch of were-rats. Can we maybe take a little break before going pell-mell into a warren for what I have to imagine is a lot of goblins?
And maybe not painted as a giant shiny target.
Yes.
Right? Like I like the gun-ho, Seneca, especially for a bookworm. But maybe, and I can't believe I'm the one saying this, maybe we pump the brakes.
I'm concerned.
Maybe we pump something.
I'm concerned for our companion, Lorenzo.
Oh, right, Lorenzo.
I take the tacit part of his armor and I secure it on very hard, which, if you're not aware, is the part around
the thigh guard. The tacit thighs.
And I say, Lorenzo's downstairs, so you better get ready.
Fine.
Would you like to do a short rest?
I'm mostly healed. Yeah, no, but at a minimum, we're doing a short rest. I need to catch my breath.
I do agree. I don't know if we can set. Having my armor be illuminated is, I think, not a great idea. I don't know if we can send for someone. I don't want to overextend ourselves, but if anyone from the Black Crater would be able to cast the spell of being able to see in the dark, as opposed to overextending our party's abilities, that might be wise. Any advantages when we're down there are going to be, I think, supremely important.
Brick will turn towards the captain. All the guards have left, right? All the guards are outside.
All the guards are outside. Captain Skellerang is in the room at the moment. You guys do have the bound were-rat, and Orak is conscious again. So,
Captain Skellerang, could you send a runner to the university and see if they could send some mages over that could cast night vision in the hopes of clearing out this warren rather sooner rather than later? Please.
I can. I could make the request, certainly, but I'm not your messenger service.
And we're not your worn cleaning service, but we're going to do that. So I'm hoping you're going to cut us a little slack here and do us a solid.
All right. He steps out and calls over to one of the guards, and asks them he asks for them to send over an acolyte, and he agrees and runs, and it's going to be a little while because that's literally the other end of the cauldron bowl before they come back. You guys probably
take a short rest. That'll work.
Yeah. So you guys will have a short rest, and then you can get dark vision cast on each of you and go on down, or each of you that need it. Which
whoops, I just lost all my lighting.
One.
Let's have a conversation with the dwarf while we wait.
Brute Cleaners Inc. Yeah.
It is possible. I am quite fast and quite quiet, that I may be able to map the area to some degree and return to give you some reconnaissance.
I mean, if you're willing to take that risk. Anybody else or I'll take that as a no.
I'm with you, Brick. I need to catch my breath. Seneca, how much spell power are you still packing?
Well, we rest.
Enough to get myself out of trouble and enough to get myself into it.
Brick rolls his eyes.
I'm 100% fine if you want someone to come with you. I don't have dark vision, but I can turn it into something that does.
I would welcome the assistance.
I mean, I'm not super comfortable with Birch going down there essentially by himself to do recon. I would prefer that he wait until we all go down.
All right. Seneca, why don't you just hang tight for 30 minutes, let our friends heal up. You know, if I know anything about Lorenzo, he would scream really loudly if he was in actual danger, right? Like we would hear it. It would be piercing.
You know what? I just remembered that I forgot to give you guys a detail. Can I get Seneca? You did a perception check up at the top, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
On the ground at the foot of the stairs, you saw what looked like a jerkin and pair of pants on the ground.
Are they his jerkin and pair of pants?
Could be.
Is he going naked through the Warrens trying to use his...
I mean, he's mostly opaque anyway.
Yes. Oh, Lorenzo, I hope that doesn't end.
Can he fail a stealth check? Like, is it possible at this point?
He's a little bit like Predator at the moment, you know, and these goblins are kind of looking around like something out of Archer. Like, you're looking for Predator right now, aren't you? Yeah.
I cannot ask.
There's a telltale shimmer.
Yeah, the telltale shimmer. Yeah.
I cannot ask the rest of you to put yourselves into danger, but you do know your companion better than I. If you believe that he will be safe while we recuperate and will not be in any additional danger, then I will wait. Otherwise, I am willing to put myself in harm's way.
I think he is quite stealthy. I think if he didn't trust in his skills, he wouldn't have gone. But we should question these two things. I think we should question this dwarf and this were-rat. We should see whether we're able to borrow the whether we can borrow any of these silvered items, as it does seem to be vampiric. I'd rather not walk into another situation where we are unequipped.
That is wise.
I mean, has anyone here? I've only heard sort of stories out of books, etc. Has anyone else ever fought with something vampiric?
I've heard many tales, but I've never seen the real thing.
I've had some experience with or what's the word I'm looking for?
Lycanthropes?
Lycanthropes?
Yes, but not vampires. Also, I will say, for my part, regarding Lorenzo, while he does heroic things from time to time, I've never seen him as selfless. So if he chose to lock that door, I think he's confident in himself, and we should abide by that confidence for the time being.
As you say.
The dwarf has come to, and the so I think ask Captain Skellerang, is this were-rat? Is he known to you? This individual?
No. Most low lives. There are a lot of low lives in this town, but this is not one that I've had the displeasure of encountering before. Seems to be new, or either that, or he's just kept a low profile until now.
How long have you served this Drakthar?
What?
I'm
assuming you're talking to the were-rat, yeah.
Yes, not to...
Yeah. No, and that's what I'm responding as I'm at it. Yeah. So yeah. What?
Don't play games? Did you just accidentally pop in here? Is that what you'd have us believe?
Give me a intimidation check.
Circle of truth.
No, I don't think you guys have anybody here who can cast Zone of Truth yet.
I can.
Can you really? Zone of Truth?
Got that on my spell list when I leveled up.
Oh man, the irony of a cleric of Leira having Zone of Truth.
Persuasion versus intimidation. Brick's the intimidation.
That little court exchange. Yes, get me some of that on a truth action.
All right, so you're going to cast Zone of Truth, and he's just like, okay. Okay. He has to actually make a saving throw. Charisma save. This is good. He has a penalty to that. Where rats? What did I do with you guys? Making me look up stats again. All right, charisma save.
The best part of D&D.
Oh, and he totally fails. The zone. He sits in the zone, and he's just like freaking out. He's like, all right. So what would you like to ask him? He is in the Zone of Truth, and you could tell that it is effective upon him. You have about 10 minutes before this casting ends.
How long have you served Drakthar?
I don't know who Drakthar is.
What summoned you here?
I was paid to watch this place. Was told to stop anybody that tried to get inside.
By who?
Any adventurers to get inside. Galen Trodor.
Is this a name that's known to us at all?
I
looked at Skellerang. Is his name?
He's like Galen Trodor. That's impossible.
Uh-oh. Why is that impossible?
Well, he's been dead for hundreds of years.
What?
He was one of Cauldron's founders. He's been He
Well, now we know who the vampire is.
What kind of individual was this Galen Trodor?
Well, he's just known to be one of the founders, and he was a wizard.
Human, an elf? What kind of wizard was this?
Human, man.
Have you, as I look at the guy, have you seen this Galen Trodor?
Well, it was a man who said his name was Galen Trodor, and he paid us money to watch this place.
And did he appear as a regular man?
Yeah. Looked like a normal person. Paid us money.
And how did you become a were-rat?
Well, how did you become a dragonborn?
So you were saying you were born a were-rat?
I'm saying that I was initiated into my new family and reborn.
That is not what happens with Dragonborn.
Dumbass.
You call me a freak. Walking lizard.
That's not how that works.
And who is it that gave you this gift of rebirth?
My clan leader.
Whose name is?
Make it easy on yourself. Just say it's Drakthar.
No, it's because it's not Drakthar.
I know.
Trodor
But you
was
can
a
make it so
man.
easy on yourself.
He was a wizard man. Maybe he was just a wizard. But he was still Trodor. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Oh, these names suck. Hold on. All these names suck.
Into were-rats. Turning people who are the peasants.
My sire was Watroth Lumiere.
So this is what happens when you pick names by pulling out random Scrabble tiles.
Yes. I mean, basically.
I look to Captain Skellerang. Does that name mean anything to you?
Why do you think I know everybody that this person knows?
I didn't say that, but you are the captain. I've been here a few weeks. You have been here quite a while longer.
I do not know who that is. Where are you from? He's like, and the guy says, I'm from. Oh my God! Why am I blanking on all the damn names in the region here? And now I've got my NPCs talking to each other, talking to them. I'm talking to myself now. He mentions that he's actually from one of the villages down the mountain, so he's not even from here. Yeah.
Ghibli's?
Doesn't even go here.
It doesn't even go here. I'm not even supposed to be here today, but he got. He mentions that he was getting paid basically to Kingfisher Hollow is where he says he's from. But he was in the city with some of the rest of his group, and they were approached by someone who said that they were Galen Trodor, a name that basically means nothing to them, and they were paid money to watch this place around the clock.
Why does the name Kingfisher Hollow ring a bell for me?
Give me a wisdom check.
Because I feel like when we question somebody down in the Gnomish ruins, or actually probably further in the Dwarven ruins, is it wisdom you wanted?
Somebody. Yes. Okay, you remember that there was actually a letter from somebody in Kingfisher Hollow that came to what's it? The half dwarf, half fiend. Blanking on him now.
Steve,
yes, the half dwarf, half fiend, Steve.
This the letter about
it's short for Devlin. So
getting too much, drawing too much attention.
Yeah, precisely.
Yes.
Yeah. That
So I
letter was
think-
marked from a mark that bore the mark of a courier from Kingfisher Hollow.
So the guy who paid this guy is probably connected to the slavers down in the ruins.
Maybe. What do we remember? We've got the scroll. Do we
Possibly.
see what?
I can't believe I remembered that.
It's good. It's good to remember.
I was like, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah. Casmogen.
Casmogen, that's right.
That was a letter to Casmogen, written from someone, and the seal of it was from Kingfisher Hollow, the Kingfisher couriers.
I want to ask the Rat Man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Casmogen?
No.
Okay. I'm sure it's a multi-tiered hierarchy gang structure, but who knows?
Does he have the money on him? Can we check to see whether these are the whether his coins are last laugh coins?
How much did they pay them? Yeah, he does not have the coins on him right now.
I ask whether the coins. So they have what, Harlequin faces on them? The last laugh coins.
Yeah, like yeah.
Mm-hmm. I ask him whether those were the sort of coins that he was paid in.
Not that I noticed, but I wouldn't have accepted them if they were. That's not legal tender. And the captain kind of shrugs his shoulders and goes,
Have we checked the box of the spa owner, the lock chest?
You have not. You have taken his keys. You've confiscated his keys, but you have not checked the coin box.
Let's do that.
Don't go into my. How dare you go into my? He's sputtering in rage as he's tied up. You go in, you fish out the box, you open it up, and inside is coins, and inside is actually the decanter that he had. It locked in the lockbox was the very decanter that you'd seen him filling the water with, or filling the pools with it. And you open up the door, and you find Captain. You're just going to let them rob me now? Shut up, Orak. I will not let them take anything that isn't theirs. You open it up, and actually, you do find a couple of gesture coins in there. Gold is gold, isn't it?
Can we put him in the zone of truth, or is he already sitting in the zone of truth as well?
He is not sitting in the zone of truth, but you could throw him in there.
Let's throw him in there and have a little chat with him.
All right.
Yeah, we probably pumped the were-rat.
No, that's the moonbeam. Wait.
It's like the end of Last Crusade. The guy just melts. It's like. All right. So he has to make a charisma save, which, if you thought the were-rats had a bad charisma save, just wait until you meet this guy. He got a 3. All right. So he is stuck sitting in the, like, what do you want?
How long have you been working for Drakthar?
Oh, man. This is difficult. A spell like supernatural influence. Okay. You actually see him. it's as if there are two opposite compelling forces pulling on his brain. And he is completely succumbed to both of them. Inside the zone of truth, you actually start to see his head twitch, his nose starts to bleed. He
Did make his head explode?
Can I make an Arcana check?
Oh, yes, go for it.
Yeah.
22.
22. He is very clearly, you put him in a zone where he must answer truthfully, and he's already under a magical compulsion that does not allow him to answer certain questions.
I'm going to pull him out of that zone of truth while his brain melts.
I can say, don't answer the question.
Don't answer that.
I retract my question.
All right. So he gets out and he's like, yeah, he wipes the blood from his nose and is not.
I'm just saying, guys, we could have ended on a note where his head exploded, and now we can't. Thanks. Thanks.
They would never get out of the ground.
Well, it is our pool now.
If we're going to start claiming salvage rights on everywhere we go,
Fair
we'll
enough.
kill the proprietor.
Well,
We gotta
salvage
watch
rights, it's got to be abandoned really to have salvage rights for. I mean, so this would be a bit different.
All I'm saying is, this is how you get ants.
This is how you get ants. All right. Well, he's catching his breath, and he looks up at you as he's on the floor. He looks up at you, wounded, exhausted, sweating, blood still trickling out of his nose and out of the corners of his eyes, and he just says, "Help me." And with that, we fade to black.
All right. Okay, it's no exploding head, but
No exploding head. If you left
a quiet begging request for salvation, I suppose, is a runner-up.
Yeah.
when we free him from his compulsion, we better have bath rights for free forever.
Hells yeah!
Yeah, if he doesn't also get tried and executed.
He'll at least give you a day pass.
How many?
Thanks for saving
How
my
many
life. Have
people-
a day pass.
Yeah. Well, you guys did try to kill him, you know?
No, we absolutely
Yeah,
You
successfully
no
knocked him out.
I didn't try to kill him.
You
I
shot him with lightning lure while he was frozen. Like, yeah, that was pretty merciless. Yep. So, Paul, you didn't try to kill him, but Seth definitely did.
Maybe he was just trying to shock him back.
I pulled him away from his weapon. I disarmed him.
Yeah. He was helping him
With
because he couldn't
extreme
help himself.
Yeah.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here every Monday night from 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific. I hope you will come back and join us. And in the meantime, as I mentioned previously, I'm a dungeon master for Mastermind Adventures. I would love to run a game just like this for you. Please take a look at mastermindadventures.com. Look for me. My name is Greg, or any of the other DMs that we have working with the company. We've got plenty of awesome adventures going on. If you're interested in learning more about Secrets of the Barrowmaze or anything else, feel free to reach out to me, look me up. All of my social media information and information about the games that I run are in the video descriptions below, or they will be shortly after all of this is over. I go back and pull highlights and do other stuff most weeks. So yeah, we'll be back next week. And in the meantime, I hope you'll come back and join us, or at least book me for a session before then. Brutes, any of you guys got anything going on you want to share? Talk about being excited about anything going on, anything big? No worries. All righty then. Well, we will see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Roll them 20s.